Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 23. I almost got the numbers mixed up there, but we're at least confident in the number this time. That's beaten us all the other times. Still sponsored. If you can't guess who our sponsor is, then you're not a real fan. But if you're just now checking us out, we have a lot of great episodes before this one. But if you're insistent on starting here, it's Martin Mancini. This has been a dullard of a week. Absolutely nothing is going on. The nothing happening crew is getting tired of winning because man, if any less were to happen, we'd cease to exist. I don't know about you guys, but I'm being serious. Like literally nothing has happened. I don't even know what to talk about in this opening segment.
Uh, there's not much, I guess, like anything really newsworthy.
I have
Uh,
some stuff, but I don't know if I can talk about it.
Probably best that you don't then.
yeah. Um, I guess. I guess we should say this now and get it out of the way. Uh, I Flame am not gonna be in the next like two recordings, folks. Just gonna let everybody know that up front. I'm going on some very well needed and very well earned R&R.
And if you want to visit him, he will be in room 311 in Cozumel, Mexico.
Room 310 actually. And if you're coming to visit, you better be bringing a bottle of brandy and some chocolates.
What are you trying to get wined and dined?
I said what I said.
That's not going to sound good when the lady friend hears this.
She's the one who told me to say it.
That's a good save. When we don't hear from you again, we know what happened. We'll know the truth of the matter.
You're like, we don't. The cops and viewer. I don't know what happened to him. He got lost on one of his trips in Mexico and never came back. Ma'am, Why do you own all his money and property now? Because he put it in the will. You guys weren't even engaged yet. He put it in his will.
You have a will?
Yes, I do have a will.
No, good for
Do
you.
you not have a will?
Not right now.
My
I have
brother and the
some.
gods you believe in.
I have several long-standing agreements.
I made a will almost when I hit 21. I made my will.
Well, I gotta get a lawyer. I didn't have the money for the lawyer yet.
All right, fair. You know what? Fair. I knew one personally. I paid the fee and I made my will.
How much was it?
When I did it, I think they charged me like 40, $50
Oh, well,
altogether. To be fair, I did get the friend discount. I got the family friend discount, so I don't know how much it is normally.
that's probably not too bad. I have a sub clause in my will that all clauses in my will are voided if you kill me. You win it all.
You know what I think I'm gonna change in the will now?
What?
I need to add who gets full custody of the company. I think I'm gonna put a fun stipulation in there.
Uh,
Mayor has to roll 3 nat 20s back to back to have full ownership of the company.
well, whoever it goes to, I'll just buy it from.
Uh,
I don't even know who I am
okay.
anymore. I don't even know who I am anymore. I got way too much money.
Yeah.
I won't even check the price tag on anything. I could go blind tomorrow and I'd still be spending money.
You lucky bugger.
Ah,
Uh,
the trick is you don't spend any money, right? If you don't spend any money, then you have a lot of money.
here's my question. What
You got to
about
spend
bills
money
and
to make
stuff?
money.
What's that, Flame?
I said, what about bills, huh? You gotta spend money to live in your own house.
Yeah, but I mean, they're minimal.
Uh,
Yeah, but I think he's talking about extracurricular spending.
Yeah,
well, I don't do much of that anymore.
I didn't do any of it this week. I spent way too much money on my car, and then I made an absolute moron out of myself at the O'Reillys because I have bought windshield wipers a total of one time, and that was super long ago because I don't think about my windshield wipers being garbage until I'm using them. It's just such a rare occurrence that you're like, man, I gotta get these replaced, and then you get to your destination, you go home, and then you're like, it's not raining or snowing anymore, so you're like, you don't think about your windshield wipers. I finally got to it.
Uh,
What?
I'm sorry.
I,
You replace your windshield wipers every year before winter.
yeah, yeah, that's what a responsible person does. I bought my last windshield wipers almost. I bought them 2 years ago, and then I bought these now, and then I had been so long that I forgot that they only you buy them one at a time. They don't come in
Oh,
a 2-pack, so I buy one of them. I tell the guy straight up. I was just honest. I'm like, hey, the last time I did this was a long time ago. I don't remember how to change these. Can you show me once more? So he shows me, and he's like, you only need to replace the one. That's weird. I'm like, no, I need both of them. I had to go back to
that
the store and buy another
that one's
$45.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. They don't sell them in packs. And if you do find one that's in a pair, it is like the worst of the worst types.
No, I went and bought the most expensive ones because I
Not
wanted them to last.
not like your boy trucker who sits there buying and buys Bosch icons every year. $29.99 A blade.
Yeah.
I spent 42 a blade.
I say, how many windshield wiper blades do you need again, truck?
Uh, two for my pickup truck, but on the big truck, I let the company replace those. That's their responsibility, not mine.
Yep.
Fair, fair.
Now I will replace them if they get like some crap, and then I'll put some good ones on.
Yeah.
Like I have, specifically designed for winter use wiper blades, so the ice doesn't get caked up on them. And then I'll take those off, here, in spring when it's not snowing no more, and
Mm-hmm.
put regular ones on. And then once those go bad, I'll, replace them. And I typically have to replace the windshield wiper blades on the 18 wheeler about 3 times a year.
I had to I had to get oil changed as well, but what else? We're getting close to that 10-minute mark. Are we ready to start?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready whenever.
All right, let me hit it with the recap real fast, and then I'll start my narrations, my stories. All right, in last week's episode, Nimbleton the fighter goes to a party. Omen the monk plays in the slip and slide. Arcane Braids the wizard goes AWOL, and Elijah the ranger meets Elijah the guard. Let's find out what happens, shall we? You may start the first song, Flame, because I know it's tough for you to find out which one is the first one of the
Wait,
songs. It
wait,
is
what's the first
the
one?
one
Is
that
that the
precedes the one on the bottom. It's the one on top.
the Mercury, the sci-fi one?
Yeah, very good. You're close enough. You'll get the vibes. We're gonna
I
get.
love you,
I'm gonna
mate.
fly down to Kansas City and then drive the rest of the way to where you live, and I'm gonna give you a little
on
golden
the back.
star and a pat on the head, and I'm gonna give you a little candy and say, "Ooh,
Ooh, yay, candy!
who's a good boy? We're trying as hard as."
Okay,
No,
That's a
hey.
I'll tuck
You
you
gotta
that's a
into
love
good
it, people.
claim. Here's a Scooby snack.
I'll tuck you into bed, and when you
Oh,
wake
no.
up, I'll have your juice box and your stories ready while I have gone back
I
home.
want chalky milk.
No,
I want
that's-
juice box with chalky milk.
I'm a juice box kind of guy. You get what you get.
Yeah, I want to go live with
You
mom.
know they're
She's
real
better.
friends when you can give crap like this to
Treat
each other.
like children.
Oh yeah,
Illiterate
Uh,
children.
and just be
All right, we've
He's-
devolved. I'm gonna start the music. Let's get after it.
Let's go.
He's gonna
Let's
hit
go,
you.
Nala.
let's
He's
go.
gonna hit you with those slightly warm on the outside, but still frozen in the center, and slightly room temperature chocolate milk and chicken nuggets.
Oh, you're gonna make
Bro,
me
what is this?
Oh.
The third grade? Is this
What?
the third grade and I got a cold? God damn.
All right, you guys. At this point, the adrenaline has worn off entirely, and you're feeling rough. You know that you can't go and rest because now there's work to be done, and your boss and his boss are going to be here in what they said is 10 minutes. You suddenly see Elijah get very motivated, like you haven't seen him before since you've met him, and he just starts yelling, "Hurry up, grab people, get into the office, let's go." And as he goes to like try to open the office door, it just falls off the hinges. And I need Elijah, Nimbleton, and Omen to roll me a perception check if you'd like to. I forgot that's everybody.
Absolutely. 19.
Uh, 10.
Okay. Omen,
Wait, what are we rolling? You lagged on my end.
perception.
What are we? Okay, 1 second. That is plus that. 24.
As you guys, I assume, you know, you and Nimbleton are trying your best to kind of two-man Clarence. But as you guys are kind of looking, that house that's right next to you guys right here, you see you're kind of watching the dust settle after the absolute nukes that Lillian was dropping. You see him starting to stumble, some guy start to stumble out of his house. And those of you with dark vision can clearly see that blood is coming out of his eyes, ears, and nose. And he just says, "I think something's wrong with my wife," before he collapses on the ground and then the house collapses.
Damn.
As you guys gather your respective people, let me get you to the proper map here. Office. I'll put you back into the office here. There's so many people in this office. Elijah has, as you get in there, Elijah has swept everything off of Lillian's desk, just haphazardly tossing it on the floor. And he just says, "Get somebody on here, get the other two that are worse off on the couches."
I guess I'll put Lillian on her desk.
Perfect. She's starting to kind of move on her own, but get the sense that whatever she had gone through has taken a lot out of her, so she seems more like she just passed out. She's not really injured beyond that fall that she almost took. But Ted Bundy and Clarence are in extremely bad shape. And which one of you has grabbed his legs?
I'll take his. I got his legs.
It
Oh,
is
then I got the other half.
perfect. Omen, his legs, it's like picking up a weird. Have you ever seen those jelly tubes that you can buy in delis?
Lag on my end.
Settle down. You know those jelly tubes that you can get at bakeries?
Oh no.
Oh
That's basically what you're holding on
no!
to. You don't need a
It's
medicine
not as
check.
bad as this.
You don't need a medicine check for this. You're confident he'll never walk again on those legs. You guys are kind
Even
of... Sorry?
even if we cram him full of health potions.
No, there's no health potions that are going to fix that.
Dang.
You can't dry up a spill by pouring more water onto it, I'll just say that much.
Fair enough.
You guys are kind of like idly chatting about like, hey, what are we going to do? This is really bad. Before you see a very small wagon pull up, followed by two very large wagons. The very large wagons, the back end drops out, and coming out of the first one is Captain Corporal Jail, followed by this tiefling woman, who I will describe for you. I just gotta grab my notes. If it cooperates. She looks to be about 5'9", and she's wearing these red robes with like gold inlays. She's got these blue scaled boots. You can see on her fingers that she has gold rings on every finger, with these black chains running from the rings up to her wrist. She's got that weird palish gray colored skin that like dead people kind of have, with blood red lips, crimson hair, and blood red eyes. And her horns kind of like curl back along the sides and back of her head, and they kind of do that white, gray, black gradient. And on her back is this giant golden mace. Coming out of the other one is Jezariah, and then following them from the carriages is 50 guards each, as they're just pouring out onto the street, like setting up a perimeter around the building. And the tiefling woman, Corporal Jail, and Jezariah walk in the door. What in the hell happened here? Barks the captain. Oh no, don't everybody answer all at
To
once.
put it simply, 3 individuals who were extremely wanted. Gentleman Ted Bundy, and the third one, what was her name again?
Are you talking about gentlemen?
No, like what was her name again? I'm drawing a blank for a
I
minute.
think her name was Violet.
And Violet all wound up forming a sort of impromptu alliance to in a sense accomplish some sort of objective, whatever it was. We're not exactly sure, other than they were telling us that we were part of a game when we walked up to them and confronted them in the plaza.
Wait, gentlemen actually came here to do
A
his
game that carelessly involved the lives of several of our close comrades.
gentleman actually came here to do his dirty work.
Supposedly.
You guys want to roll me a history check?
Sure. I stuck at that.
17.
6.
$21.
Okay, everybody but Elijah realizes they've been hit with the orb of confusion that gentleman is not a 5'3" wood elf woman with a cane drinking from a flask. He is about a 6'6" white tiefling in a purple suit, and he was not there.
Oh, actually, it was somebody. It was like this lady, other lady with like a cane and a flask, and like she just was. I mean, she wasn't there very long. She just kind of stood there and did nothing.
You could see the captain and Jezza exchange looks of, what? Who the hell is that? Kind of looks.
And then on top of all that, apparently this Arizona person is back.
You just see Corporal just put up his hand to get you guys to stop talking, and he pulls from his coat just this large bottle of whiskey and just starts drinking as soon as you tell him about Arizona being back.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll solve the problem.
Oh yeah, you have solutions?
Nope.
Oh. Strange. Sounded like you had a solution. You know, since you were so freely criticizing mine.
I don't think now is the time to be drinking when we have some problems on hand.
Oh, would you guys have stored
Yes,
Violet
if you
on...
look over at Omen, you see.
Would you guys have put Violet on one of the other couches, I assume?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
She's still bound
Also,
though,
as a
ain't
little like
she?
side bit, if you would looked over at Omen, he would have been
Super
drinking from his
bound.
gourd.
Yeah, she's...
As you were talking about not drinking.
She's, not only still very bound, but she is a lot like the others. Completely gone. Actually, I gotta put them in their appropriate place, too.
Well, have any solutions, he said, and I'll just point a thumb over at that couch where Violet is. I'm assuming we've got her hogtied.
You guys have her in hogtied, sailor knots, hitch knots. You guys basically pulled out the Cub Scout book and just started testing knots on every piece of rope that you could get your hands on.
We've got her. Missed out on the guy with the big hammer and whoever the mystery lady was. And actually, you were saying something about your guards just left.
Oh yeah. So I was tasked with watching the gentleman, and
Left
and
and butchered afterwards.
well, I mean, I was in contact with them. They said they had to
I
come
wandered
back
in on
here,
where they
and
were.
they were ordered to come back here, and for some reason, and So the gentleman went into the bathroom. They said they would keep an eye on because I was making conversation. And then all of a sudden, I was about halfway into my conversation, and I, radioed them asking, or not radioed, but like the mental thing, and asked them how everything was going, and they said they had to leave. So then I just lost the gentleman, unfortunately.
Oh, they're as good as gone. That's good.
Yeah, so I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're traitors or anything like that.
Where the hell's the dwarf?
Uh, that's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. He definitely didn't come back and regroup with all of us.
We'll give him till the break of day. And then the tiefling woman steps up and goes, "Right, now who is injured?"
I have a few injuries, but I'm not terribly off.
Yes, good. Come on, come here.
Oh, okay.
Just 1 second, I can grab their sheet.
Come on, sheet. Up. Why is internet being slow?
Hopefully you won't need all of it, but I can give you a little.
If the others are worse off, you
If
can tell
anyone's injured, it will be me.
yeah, you can like totally
I was the
focus
one
on
who's
the
going
other ones.
toe to toe with Ted Bundy, after all.
You mean Theodore Lundy?
Yeah, I mean.
You know what? Everybody gather round.
What weapon did the guy have? Did he have like a war?
He had a gigantic club of, I mean, it was effectively a hammer, but it was like this big concrete block on a piece of rebar.
Goddamn lag. I cannot hear you on complete robot on my end.
You might want to, like, go refresh or something, or...
So essentially a rebar club?
Yeah. Come here, you two. And she, like, taps both of you on the forehead, and you both get 70 health back.
Damn!
I'm fine. See to Clarence.
Which one is Clarence?
So,
That one there, and I point to the couch where Jelly Legs is laying down.
She...
Oh.
What? Were you gonna
Shit.
say something, Mark?
It's above game.
Okay. She almost glides over to where Clarence is. She, like, touches his legs and goes, "Ooh, that is not very good." Which one of you is the strongest?
I imagine Elijah and Omen getting a staring contest, and then I just kind of point my thumb at myself.
Great. We need a table. We have some work to do.
All right, well, if
alright,
that's due,
I'll...
No offense, Blue Man, but the bear is slightly stronger in actual raw strength.
He'll hold his hands up and backing off. No worries. I'm still a little beat up, so he'll just unclip his gore from his belt, pop the top, and just take a heavy swig. That's a D4 or a D6?
It's a D4.
Ah, shit, right. D4 plus con?
Yep,
Or wisdom?
con.
Alright, not bad.
She.
So it was a rebar club, right, that he got smacked with?
Yeah, several times.
Alright, so like you'll see like one little, like the last little spot on Omen's shoulder just back into place after he swigs. Burns one on the way down. He'll just pop the top and just put it back on his belt.
You, Bear, what is your name?
Elijah.
Ah, good to meet you. Yeah, we are about to have a very bad, no good time. But not as bad as him. See, he is never going to be using these legs again, but thankfully I have a solution.
Okay.
And we are going to need you to be a very strong boy.
I'm not entirely sure I like where this is going.
Oh, you're
You
going
said
to
you
lock
needed
it.
a table.
Yep.
Well, Jez's desk is in the other room. We could probably use that.
Works for me. And I will... You guys can go in there quick and I'll tell you what happens. This is going to require some rolls on your end, but this will be fun.
Alright.
I don't have a token for this individual yet, so I'm going to have to get them the default for now. Go ahead and get yourself in that office. Are you still driving?
I'm still driving. You'll have to place me.
Okay. I need...
I assume I pick Clarence up and just carry him as carefully as I can.
Yeah, but no matter how carefully, you can hear his legs sloshing like a bucket. It's grotesque.
Gross.
She unceremoniously, gets him flat, and you see her set down a bag on the on one of the chairs and pulls out this, what we would know today as an IV bag, but you have no idea. It's just a bag with a needle and a hose. You have never seen this before, filled with what looks to be high-grade healing potion. You've just bought a couple, so you know what that color liquid looks like now. She just shoves it into his arm, and then she takes what looks to be a dagger and cuts his pants off of him and goes, yeah, this is where you're going to need to hold him down, and you better do it good. Otherwise, this is going to be very bad for everyone.
Alright.
Roll me that strength
Oh.
save.
The way I have him doing it is he takes the forearm and lays it across Clarence's chest and just uses that dumb arm span of his and covers the rest. He said strength save?
Yep.
Damn it. Roll 20, you screw me. 6.
Oh no. Yeah, this is gonna be a very violent bad time now. You see her produce a saw and immediately goes to work on his legs as he is not awake but still thrashing. And you're going to end up taking, throughout the process of her cutting off both of his legs, you will end up taking 13 damage from the whole situation. Okay. And she just looks at you and goes, should have grabbed the blue one. And no matter. Here's the thing. He will have legs again, and you watch her just put a hand on his waist, and you see some energy just flow out of her and into him. He'll have legs in about a week. He's on permanent chair rest.
Is that a joke?
I wish. Does this look like a joke? And she's like waving one of his legs at you.
No, I mean, I get it, but I doubt very seriously he'll be in a chair. He'll be in a bed. And since we're being slightly snarky with each other, you know, we were in kind of a hellacious fight, and the adrenaline's kind of wearing off, so that's my defense on not doing, you know, as good a job up to your standards.
Yeah, no
It's been a
matter.
rough night.
It is no matter. We can leave him here. Somebody will clean up the blood. He's not going.
Yes,
She just does that car salesman thing to his chest and goes, "That bad boy's not going anywhere."
I'm gonna hit him with a cure wounds anyway.
You are certainly free to do so.
Simply because I'm not, you know, a cruel bastard.
You can tell that he's probably not waking up for a while. And speaking of waking up, you guys are thoroughly... You guys are at one point of exhaustion at this point. Like, things are now kind of at that stage from bad to worse, and the rest of you have heard just a horrific, violent noise the entire time until those two re-emerge from the office, and she just points at Jezza and goes, "You're going to need new carpet."
New desk too, probably.
Probably just throw the whole office out.
And Elijah's just covered.
Kind of like Owen.
Covered in blood now.
And it's right about this time, arcane braids.
So this is where I introduce my new character? No, I'm kidding.
Arcane braids. You have spent
I
many hours, you and your two guards, many agonizing hours, an endless illusion loop with horrific noises and everything else. You saw Violet for all of 2 minutes, followed her into a building, and got immediately trapped. You are also exhausted, and the two guards that are coming with you, I believe you had,
I
you
have
had
Sarah Blake
and Julian James are also there
Julian James.
looking miserable. And as a reminder, Sarah Blake is the twin sister of Carol Blake, who currently is lying out in the street dead with a bullet hole in her head.
Do we see that?
Oh yeah, you guys passed that on the way in, because they had to leave that outside so that they could assess.
I've got a feeling
No.
Mark Braids is like doing his best to console her, but it's like, oh fuck, I bet she's broken from seeing that.
Oh, she...
Hang on. No, Carol
Nope,
was
nope,
like
Trucker, it's not
across
your turn.
town, right?
No, you guys brought Carol back here.
I thought we didn't.
No, you did.
No, you took her.
Yeah, you carried her.
You carried her specifically, bud. Arcane's he's trying to console her like the best he can. Like, you know, I understand your pain, lass. You know, get it out, get it out.
She's
Just
not even...
trying to be there.
If you
She's catatonic, isn't she?
Yeah, if you remember how Lillian was during that month of travel, where she wasn't saying anything and just looked kind of missing,
Yeah.
She is so exhausted that she just kind of saw her sister and went, huh. And that's all you
he
got
would've-
out of her.
He would have offered her his flask, like, here, it's dwarven fire whiskey. Drink it, kid.
It isn't to be mean in any way. She doesn't acknowledge that you exist. Like, she's not home.
He understands. He's done adventures before. He's done explorations with groups that have just been basically wiped out to like 1 or 2 men. He walks the kid home, and he understands it better than anybody else.
As you walk through the office door, Lillian kind of sits up and starts rubbing her head. And she looks over and she sees you and goes, "Oh, hey, Arcane Braids, I have a question."
Lillian! He's got his staff. He's just like the old man walking stick, both hands on his back, correct. Ask your question. I might have an answer.
Are you hungry?
I'm fucking famished.
Oh, good. If you let Omen know, he will gladly sell me for a sandwich. And then you could probably have half of it.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. That misogynistic bastard. Great, okay. What did I miss? Oi, is there anybody in this fucking building?
Oh, yeah, you kind of miss a lot.
Oh, I missed a lot. I missed a lot.
Yeah, did you
Literally,
see
I just went
outside
through
in the
hell and a
street?
fucking back. Yeah, what the fuck did you guys do?
Oh, you know, the bosses that we were supposed to be watching, yeah, they decided that they were gonna play a game in the street. A stupid game.
And you lost.
Okay. How many people that we know did we lose? I didn't see all the dead. Who
Oh.
do we lose that we like?
Roman.
Roman's
Are you
gone.
fucking shitting me? liked him.
Regrettably, Carol is gone. The house
like
next
Carol.
door collapsed. I'm pretty sure that poor guy's dead, and he said something about his wife. Pretty
Ah,
sure
shit.
they're dead. Clarence is in there, and he doesn't have legs anymore. At least not for the
They'll
next
be a-
week, right?
They grow back. They grow back in a week.
Oh, regeneration. Okay.
Yeah, they grow
So,
back in a week.
Who killed Romain? Who killed Romain?
Who is Romain?
Ted Lundy.
Oh, Roman. I'm sorry.
That'd be Ted Lundy, and you're talking about
And
us
he kicked
missing
my ass
stuff.
for it as well.
I'd ask if he went peacefully, but I think I know the answer.
Ted Lundy starts.
He ran off.
Ted Lundy starts to stir in the couch and goes, "Hey,
Fireball!
I didn't do anything. To hell with you
Fuck,
guys."
fireball!
Wrong Ted Lundy.
I'm just like standing over him with the stick about to hit him. You sure?
Wrong. Yes, wrong Ted Lundy. That's some patsy. No offense.
Just look like the guy. I saw it with my own eyes. Even I was confused.
You got a bad hand of luck there, kid.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah, you
Change
might
your
think of
face
just
if you can.
changing your name, yeah.
No.
and your
about
face.
You talk about us missing stuff. Look at what you apparently missed, and then I point over at Violet. Weren't you supposed to be watching her?
He's going to walk up to her and he's going to crack her on the head as hard as he can with his fist. Not to kill, but to like a fuck you hit. That is for every one of those goddamn stupid fucking illusions. And the one with the horse that kept getting turned inside out, I'm personally gonna make you see hell for that one.
Oh, we ain't even got to the worst part yet. Braids.
Oh, hold on, Elijah. After you had mentioned the house, I know your passive perception's high enough. The
Yeah.
room's getting really bright. And it's kind of concerning, so you look over and that house that had fallen down is on fire now.
Oh, great. Not only did it fall down, it is burning. Anybody have any
Yeah.
way to put out a house fire?
Yeah, the guards, they have.
I could go out and help real quick.
Oh no. You have to answer my questions. All of you have to answer my questions, says Corporal.
All due
Understood,
respect,
sir.
Jail, with all due respect, can we get some sleep first?
No.
No.
But I'm going to be a prick the entire time. I guarantee you this on my ancestors and my ancestors'
He-
ancestors.
He holds
With a
up.
middle finger up.
He holds up that big iron gauntlet and points at Nimbleton. Go for it. I've got all night.
Hooray. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
I mean, I don't really know why you point at me. He's the one that's talking, but like, I guess okay.
I punched you for being mouthy.
I mean, I guess, but still,
You want another?
not particularly.
Oh, okay. As if things cannot get worse, coming through what used to be the door, followed by Jezza's wife, will be another familiar face you were definitely not hoping to see. Your good pal, Creepy Johnny. He just enters the room completely ignoring all the guards and authority and just goes, "Hey, where's my boy,
Which one?
the cook?"
Oh, he's dead. Ask them. Apparently they got him killed.
No, we didn't do anything.
No, I'm sorry. The lookalike of this one, you point at Bundy. His lookalike did it, apparently.
He just looks over at
Carrie
the original three.
carries a very large hammer. Can't miss him.
Okay.
I'm still confused. Why did he target Roman?
Because he was here.
And
Who else
because the
did he
guy's a
target?
psychopath.
Who else did he kill?
They had Lillian, Clarence, and Roman. And Roman got hit first because we weren't answering their questions about who should they kill first fast enough.
That was the
They were
game. We were
playing
supposed
some
to tell them.
Some sick ass game they were playing, and we weren't playing along.
I mean, that's fair. As long as you didn't play the game or give him an answer, that's fine.
Considering Roman died, though, I don't think it's a good thing. I wish I
Why'd you
was
laugh?
fast enough to save him.
What was the laugh for?
I just like they clearly didn't play the game right. Somebody died.
I think they just wanted to kill somebody in the end,
What
so
game
there was
was
no
it?
winning.
I
That's
have
how
no idea what
stupid
kind
their
of game they
game
were even
is.
playing to begin with.
Oh, I can fill you. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to fill you in on shit. If somebody else asks me a question, I'll answer it.
What game were they playing?
Oh, hi, Arcane Prates. They were playing. You want to follow me? We're going to take away everything you know and love.
Fuck
Sounds
'em.
like a stupid game.
Well, wasn't stupid. It was pretty effective. I have
I'm
a
just
headache.
glad you're okay. Are you hurt?
There's nothing that's going to fix this headache.
Alcohol.
That's idiotic.
I'm a dwarf. We
Thank-
drink.
Thank you.
Fuck off, Bear.
Maybe
So,
you should try fucking off.
I would gladly, but I'm not an exhibitionist.
yeah, please don't do that here.
I'm too
Also-
fucking tired to try.
So, what other questions do we have to answer?
Well,
We
If
haven't
we can even
answered
answer them.
any yet.
yeah, you're. I'm going to take you all individually because I don't trust you as a group.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah, that's gonna suck for you. You've got nobody to bounce off of, smart mouth.
I don't need anybody to bounce off of. I don't know a whole heck of a lot to begin with.
You doing good
There.
cop, bad cop?
Oh no, it's just me.
Ah, shit.
So
ain't good
yes.
cop.
The answer was yes.
You
Hmm.
like to talk too much. I'm gonna take the quiet one. Come on, I believe you are Omen. Come with me.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and put yourself in the office. Immediately upon entering the office, it looks exactly like the jail that you visited. And there's a very pantsless, legless Clarence still lying on the desk, as Corporal Jail does his best to ignore it and sits down. We'll just use the same token here. He just sits down here and sits down across from you and just goes, This operation was approved by me. I sent my best, so tell me, what happened?
To be frank, sir, it was a pear-shaped situation from the start. Their blood was up because the Ted Lundy look was went on a rampage in several different areas. I myself found myself across separate locations. One in an alleyway where I found Ted Lundy, and the Ted Lundy we have in the building, where they were crammed into boxes and crates, and another in a building where he painted the whole room red, sir. That man is a guaranteed psychopath. There is no thought, an animal in human skin. That's how savage he is. He willingly started swinging on Clarence while he was fighting me. As he points to some of his faded, scarred areas. He was still fighting me while he was actively turning and swinging on this man here. There is no empathy, no sympathy, and frankly, I don't think there's any self-preservation in that man if no one actively tells him to think about it.
I'm glad you're giving me a... Glad you're giving me, what do they call those things? Character analysis? You know, those things in, those talking people like to call them. Doesn't really matter. I'm glad you're giving us the breakdown on, well, a guy that we are very familiar with, but, I need to know, how did you let this happen?
I was positioned in arguably one of the more remote areas during patrol, sir, so I was unfortunately positioned too far away to really provide any support when the situation started falling out of hand. And even when I did happen to find across the crime scenes in particular, it was already too late. To say one thing, to blame my incompetence is one thing, but to say these people work fast when they are on the hunt for something is another thing entirely.
Did you notice anything strange?
Even if that man took his time to play with his food. History?
You can, yeah. I'll let you cop out with the history.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think I got any details from my investigation that was missed, but I just like to cover my bases just in case. 24.
You do remember during the day and during your patrol, at a time when crows aren't normally out, there was an awful lot of crows.
There is one thing that stood out every time, though, sir.
Go on.
There was a constant murder of crows wherever we reached certain areas. and they always seem to head to the west, or was it east?
It was south.
Was it west? And every time they always flew to the south, but whenever I tried to track them, they always flew out of sight. So I couldn't exactly figure out which district they wound up dropping off in. And by the time I tried to get up top to the roofs to figure out where they went, they had already landed.
And with that history, you know well, good enough that it was that woman that you learned was Laura, with the cane.
And if they haven't told you, the woman who we encountered with the cane and the flask, Laura, she was the... I have reason to believe that she is the one responsible for the crows.
Chaos.
Yes?
All the questions that he asks you, he repeats and makes you retell everything you just told him ad nauseum for an entire hour before telling you to go and get Nimbleton.
Nimbleton, Nix, you're up.
Oh,
I
this
need a
is
sit.
fun. And so I'll just enter.
Oh my, just gonna sit, enter meditative state, and try and just zone out.
Yeah, as you enter, you see everything that I described to Chaos. The legless, pantsless Clarence with blood absolutely everywhere. And Corporal just tells you to pick a chair and sit down.
Let's see. Left or right? Shoot. I guess I'll sit in the right one.
So tell me what happened.
Like all of it,
All of
some
it.
of it, my side, somebody else's side. I guess that's a kind of a broad question.
All of it from your side.
Oh, so I was at the party. It was pretty nice in there. They had some nice food, some nice drinks. So then I got talking to this dwarf, and like they were pretty cool. They like work for the Warm Corps of Engineers or something.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, they gave me their business card and stuff. Pretty cool stuff that they're doing in this town.
Again, I'm familiar.
So I was talking to them, then you know, gentleman went to the restroom. My guard said that they would go in and, you know, keep an eye on 'em. So I said, okay, just keep me posted. Then, you know, I don't even know how long passed because I was talking to that dwarf. And so then I just like mentally asked if everything was all right, and they said, oh, we were ordered to come back to, you know, to here. And I was like, so what happened to the gentleman? And they said they didn't know and that they hadn't been ordered to come back here. And so then I went into the restroom. He wasn't there. I checked the surrounded area. Nothing. And then I got on the roof. Nothing. The only thing I really remember seeing is like a bunch of crows just like flying, and didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. And then I headed back this way. And then I found everybody else, and then we were in the street making choices for a stupid game. Somebody died. Well, not somebody, you know who it was.
And how could you let this happen?
How could I let this happen?
That's what I asked.
Are you saying that this is all my fault, or the group's fault, or?
Sounds like it could be all your fault with how defensive you're getting. It's just a question. Answer it.
Oh no, I'm just curious because that's kind of an open-ended question again. So, kind of hard to answer if you're not being very specific.
Well, are you multiple entities?
I know.
Oh, then when I say how could you let this happen, I'm referring only to you, which is not
Oh,
an open-ended question.
I
And
guess if you want to know how I could let this happen, well, if you wanted me to be on Gentleman's hip, you should have told me be on his hip. But you told me to just watch him, and you said that I was gonna have help, so I relied on that help, and that help turned out to be very useless. Actually, no help at all. And so, I guess, if I really had to say, it's not all particularly my fault, but I mean, if you want to blame somebody, I guess you can.
well, first off, I didn't give you any orders. That was your boss. And
Okay, but my orders were to, you know, as I said, watch, observe.
you also go through this for another hour.
Which I'm sure is more fun for him than it is for me.
Yeah, it is, by the end of it, you don't have a lot of energy left, and he makes you go and get arcane braids.
Okay, so it's your turn, Arcane Braids. Have fun in there.
Fucking
He's
course
he's
it is.
kind of asking some stupid questions.
Arcane Braids is gonna come walking through the door, drinking on his flask. So, oh, hey Crypt. Damn, your legs look terrible.
He's not awake.
I know. Arcane Braids is poking the stumps, just being a little bit of a dick.
With that.
So, oh, he can't feel it anyways.
Tell me what happened.
You want the short answer, the long answer, or the answer that doesn't make me look like a raging prick who cares about nobody?
Want the one with all the details and no embellishments.
Alright, fair enough. The one that doesn't make me look like a raging prick it is. We saw the Vivian girl out there.
Violet.
I don't want to kill her now. Violet, Vivian, V bitch, I don't care right now. We saw her walk into I believe it was a warehouse or at least some kind of house-like building. You know? We followed her in, we figured we could trap her in there. I know enough magic to keep her pinned. The other two could help me knock her out and we could take her. The moment we walked in there, it was a trap. I got ballsy. I got impatient. I should have kept my magic up and knew it was a trap from the beginning, but I didn't. The moment we got in there, it was illusion after illusion after illusion. And the problem is, some of those illusions did do damage. So my focus was no longer finding this woman anymore. My focus was keeping me and the other two alive. So I spent all that time just trying to get us through that damn house and its stupid asinine illusions. Which, by the way, I officially can never look at horses again. After seeing a horse be turned inside out so many times, you lose track. You kind of never want to look at a equine creature ever again.
How could you let this happen?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was drunk. I didn't care. I didn't fucking know what was going on. Didn't know the bitch could cast illusion magics. No one told me that part.
Nobody knew.
Ah, this is why I don't like working in the damn city. I'd rather just go on my adventures.
And this goes on again. The same questions for an hour.
He gives him the same attitude every time, and every time he starts feeling a little bit nice, taking a swig, back to the attitude.
Yeah, you're starting to notice a pattern. Finally, at the tail end of hearing how could you let this happen again, he tells you to go get Elijah.
Aye, fuck you too. Airboy, dragon bastard wants you. He's a right prick today.
Huh. Alright. I'll have been like hanging around Lily and make sure she's okay, and then I'll go in.
Yeah, the only thing with Lillian is she's clearly got a headache and she is clearly confused. She doesn't really know how she got back into the office.
Oh, I would have told her I brought her.
Did you tell her everything else that happened?
Nope.
Okay,
That's for later.
that's fine. You get seated and he asks you the same two questions. He goes, "Tell me what happened."
Alright, upon leaving this office, the other Elijah and Carol and myself start going on patrol, and we see a large flock of crows fly south. So, you know, where I'm from, that's kind of an omen, so we decided to follow. And we made it to, I guess we could call it the bad side of town. It was eerily quiet, not a lot of people out. And just out of nowhere, we hear this metallic voice, and then Carol gets shot in the head. Elijah and myself start to try to figure out what's going on, and then we, you know, see this person, and he talks with us. Doesn't really say anything constructive. Something about y'all are doing a bad job in his town, something like that. And then he takes off running after he shoots Carol. We follow. The other Elijah says that we need to let Jezza, and I'm assuming you were having some kind of dinner date, let y'all know what happened, because Elijah recognized who it was. Carol did too, right before he shot her. That would have been interesting information, by the way. You know, hey, some bastards out there, but you know,
Well, he was gone.
apparently not.
Duh. You want a medal for
Objectively not.
you want a medal for pointing out the obvious?
No.
Mm.
So, pick poor Carol up and we head back this way. And we, you know, meet up with the others, and then all of a sudden there we are in the street. And the Violet chick, the bad Lundy, and some random chick I'd never seen before with that cane and whatnot. They're just there, and Lundy hammers poor Roman, kills him, and then we get into a hellacious fight. We take care of Violet, we incapacitate her. The chick with the cane, she fucked off. I don't know where she went to. Trying really hard not to get killed. And Lundy manages to get off too while we're trying to make sure nobody else dies. We get our wounded back here, and now you're here questioning us like we did the bad thing.
How did you get Violet?
She was there. She was there with Lundy and the cane chick.
God to understand that, how did you subdue Violet?
Oh, I didn't personally do it.
Who did?
It'd be a combination of Nixley, myself, Omen, and Lillian, actually.
You want to roll a history on that, or are you purposely leaving something out?
I'm purposely leaving something out.
Okay, I'll let you do that. You're the only one to come in here. Give me the details that I want without any attitude, without any embellishments, without any irritation. And I'm tired of asking the same two questions. I'm just going to pretend that I've asked you a bunch of times. Make the others jealous of you. That'll be punishment enough. Just get out of my face for now. Also, actually, shit, I forgot. Get the
You
other...
don't want to ask me that second question?
Sounded like you did everything you could. Why, did you do something wrong?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Well, let me ask
Not
you...
not in this incident, no.
Let me ask you a question that's going to irritate you more than my question to the others. How could you have done something different so that this didn't happen?
When I see a suspicious person wearing a coat with what looks like 4 armholes, I might just shoot first and ask questions later next time.
I think that question will eat you alive for a very long time. That'll make
No,
you...
the question that's going to eat me alive for the rest of my life is, why did I decide to go hunting that day? I don't have time to spend on your hypothetical, what could you have done different question. I don't want to dedicate any of my energy to that.
Well, congratulations. You and
No.
your band of merry friends just got promoted.
Oh, fantastic. You Shanghai us into this job to begin with. Now you're promoting us after, what can only be considered a colossal fuck up.
Welcome to the government.
So what comes, what benefits, what perks come with this promotion?
More money, a little bit better social standing, better equipment, better stuff.
And what if I don't give a flying shit about any of that?
I don't care. Really. I don't. You can be honored.
Okay, so
or you cannot be.
what strings come attached to this promotion? I'm assuming you're going to want us to do more.
Well, now your sole focus will be the thing that you want the most. Go after the other 3.
I don't think you know what I want the most. As a matter of fact, if you think that's what I want the most, next time I'll just call you a pretentious bastard and just let you have your little say.
That's what makes you happy.
Whatever.
Tell the others they've been promoted.
Yeah, great. Anything else you want me to do? Any other errands you want me to run?
I'm sure Violet will be waking up soon. Wouldn't you like to question her?
I'm not really the interrogating type. Then again, she might not have seen anything like me before, so they might use me as an interrogation tool. And we might just set Lillian on her and be done with it. And I'll get up and walk out.
He just kind of gives you that look, like you can see that he's kind of got that look, like he's seen a lot of bad things, and because of the wear of the exhaustion of the day and night now, he's not hiding it very well, and the things that you're saying to him, he just can't be bothered to care that you're blatantly being disrespectful, and he's just like, whatever the hell you want at this point.
I'm matching disrespect with disrespect. Congrats, everybody. We have been promoted.
Hooray.
Does that make me a super secretary then?
XU
Lillian, I'm-
Secretary Plus.
Oh man, secretary plus.
Sure,
Oh,
it makes you whatever you want to be.
I'm secretary plus. You know, in 30 years I might be a princess again.
We
Nah,
might
that's
even get
overrated.
you. We might even get you a little badge that says Super Secretary. And wait a minute, that's probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
Let's get her a steak dinner to celebrate.
I think. Well, yeah, we can go to Tom Brady's.
Is that still standing?
Yeah, there was no destruction at Tom Brady's.
Shit, let's go to Tom Brady's, everybody.
It's closed,
Haven't been
dude.
there
It's
in a
like
while.
3 in the morning.
Oh,
I don't know about the rest of
I've
you
been there
guys,
way
but
too long.
I can hear that guest bed at Jez's calling my name.
Oh,
So
what the hell? You hear from the couch as Violet's like trying to roll off the couch.
Which couch is she on?
This one.
Can you ping it again? I didn't see which one you pinged. That one.
we need her alive, Braids. We need her alive.
I'm not gonna kill her. But I'm going to ask you to do me a very important favor. If you see my hands start sparking, hold me back.
I'll put you down, says Creepy Johnny, who's now pointing a musket at you.
Greatly appreciated. I can't promise I'm not gonna rip her a new one. Or 10.
Do you really need help restraining yourself, Arcane Braids?
Not yet. Not yet.
If so, I'll be right here. Maybe.
Oh, you're all alive. Hey, I'm alive. That sucks for
For
me.
now.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to be put to death. That's very obvious why I'm alive. They want to hang me in some grand ceremony. So, I'm just gonna, you know what? Cut to it.
I might need a better setup or something.
I'm not going to hide anything. I literally can't lie. It's actually really sucked. So I'm just gonna tell you everything.
Oh, please do.
Here, as a sign of good faith, Ask me a question and I'll lie. I'll show you what happens.
How many illusions did you put in that damn fucking house?
Oh, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. We hired somebody to do that.
Who did you hire?
Guy at the magic shop. I think it's under something magics. I don't know. It's happy
Wait,
for the business.
Underworld Magics?
Oh yeah, that was the place.
Store wouldn't be called Underworld Magics, would it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Arcane Braids? Didn't you say you had a good rapport with the shopkeep?
Hey, I'll have a lovely chat with him later.
Oh, he's been
Just make sure you leave your weapons at home, okay?
he's pretty clear about willing to do anything for money.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. I understand that. And I think he's gonna have a spell scroll I need to make sure that your ass can never truly die. But, we do have questions. What are the questions, everyone?
Wait, didn't you want me?
What exactly were the plans for the group in question?
Didn't you want me to prove, as a sign of good faith,
Of the
that I
group
can't
you're
lie
with.
first?
Sure. Are you sure? Sure. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm gonna hold up 4.
She just goes, "You're holding up 2. You're holding up 2," and then she just like throws up a black bile.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what that is?
That wouldn't.
Can I
be-
help?
You could not help. and that-
Medicine?
Nope. You wouldn't be able to help, and that's not any of those rolls. That's a religion.
Can I make a religion check? I actually am somewhat statted in that.
You're the only
am
one.
trained.
Hold on, let me check my religion real quick.
You,
Alright.
yeah, Arcane Braids would be the only one that could.
Okay. Alrighty. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Come on, baby.
Oh, I'm trained in
ooh,
it though. Damn.
Okay. 21.
She is very obviously cursed to not be allowed to tell a lie, or it will kill her.
Where the fuck? You know what? No, I don't care. I don't care that you're cursed. I really don't care.
I don't care that you don't
Ask-
care.
Love, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You're a bitch. You know that? Like,
Yeah.
you're just a bitch.
Yeah, I'm very well aware.
Not even the fun. Not even the fun kind.
Let's be honest, you haven't had a chance to see if I was the fun kind.
No, I got a good enough opinion of. I hope your death is slow and torturous. I hope the guillotine doesn't fully cut your neck, or I hope the rope, takes a while to let you snap. That way I get just enough time to trap your soul in a little cage
You're exhausting.
and never let you truly know in peace.
Shut up. Let me just tell you everything. I don't want any more questions. I certainly can't stand listening to you rattle off every bad word that you know, like you
Isn't
are
there a
the-
way to break the curse on the lying thing though?
Sure, if you want to
No.
break my curse, you can. Preferably before I tell you everything, that would be great, but that's not going to happen. So here's the thing. I'm assuming it's your dad by the descriptions that we've gotten from him. She kind of like jets her chin over at Omen. He found
Yep.
me, and I presume that he found Theodore and Gentleman, tricked us all into meeting up in some alley in town, and the worst part is he can change his form based off of who he's killed, so you never know if you're talking to him or not. That is very stressful. But we all got tricked into meeting each other, and he said, "Hey, you're now a team, and I'm going to keep paying you to do the things that I need you to do. And the first thing I need you to do is go and locate Arizona." We don't know what the hell in Arizona is. We do now, unfortunately. know what an Arizona is. So we left the city, went through the wilderness because he found somebody that somehow must have been investigating him and knows where he likes to hang out, and got that information and told us where to go. We spent a week looking for him in all the usual spots, and he was gone. But conveniently, we found Mrs. Laura, and Laura was very eager to help us. So we spent another couple days with our begrudgingly new friend to go and find him, and we came up with nothing. And that's when we were told that we must return because he was displeased with us and needed us to ramp up the plans. And let me tell you something. It's not a good plan that your father has, because I hate gentlemen. If you could free me now, I would personally bring him to you, because I hate him so much. I cannot stand him. And Lundy, I'm pretty sure, wants to have a relationship with me, which makes my skin crawl, because he is a violent, disgusting freak of nature. I just like killing
An
people.
animal.
Yeah, whatever you want to call him. But Lundy is friends with gentlemen, which is just insane. But he really hates Laura.
Every animal needs a handler.
And gentleman,
If you think about it like that.
I don't think gentleman really cares for any of us. I think he's just using Lundy.
Exactly. Every animal needs a handler, and Gentleman is Lundy's handler. He points the direction. Let's go with the leash and let's Lundy run loose.
Yeah, well, if he had his way,
In a way, it's messed up.
Yeah, well, if Lundy had his way, he would have killed Laura a long time ago.
Do you think Gentleman has some kind of sway over Lundy to keep him in line, or does Lundy do it like a dumb yes man kind of deal?
Oh, they're like two peas in a pod.
His face will just go flat at that. Essentially brothers, then. Perfect.
Two best friends that anybody could have.
A match made in hell.
Your dad doesn't trust Laura. That's not good
I
news
don't-
for her.
I'm surprised he doesn't trust anybody.
Oh, he doesn't. He just knows what we're capable of.
So why hasn't he... And I take it Gentleman has designs on trying to break free or either take control completely of the group?
I don't know what he's planning.
Would you take him as one to try, though?
I don't know what his goal is. I don't think he has a goal. That's the worst part. The only thing
What
that
was
Sorry.
what was the purpose of the attack at the building where the Sadar people were? What was the point of that?
Oh, that was... I mean, I was ordered very strictly to do something, or I wouldn't be around to do anything. And the only thing I know how to do is sow chaos through, well, killing important looking people. And I thought that kicking off a war would be the best way to do it.
Well, unfortunately, Sidar is in the midst of a little bit of a political reformation by way of a Dragon King, so even if Sidar would have been in position to start a war, they'd be too busy reorganizing themselves to really bother about it.
Yeah. Things you know now.
In a way, it's a good thing they're still reorganizing, because if a war was declared, that Dragon King would have easily glassed a good portion of the land. What was he, an ancient Like he'll look over at Elijah. What was he? An ancient red or a green?
It doesn't matter right now. Where would Lundy go to hide?
It's a hard question to answer because it depends on if he made plans with gentlemen after or not. If he made plans with gentlemen, you won't be finding him anytime soon. And if he didn't, then you have 3 places that you could possibly find him. There is, where is that place? Some sort of tavern that has a fight league. There is his house, and this place that he calls the Maze.
Mayor, would I know what any of those places are?
You know that the
I'm just gonna do a little personal roll.
you know that the problem with her saying a tavern with an underground fight pit is like that could be one of like 30 places,
30 holes in the wall.
and you can tell that she clearly wasn't listening to the ramblings of a psychopath and didn't
Yeah.
bother to learn. Where Lundy's house is, you'd have no clue, and the Maze, you've never heard of that before, but it probably isn't great.
So basically, you're giving us either one of like 30 or 40 hole in the wall bullshit taverns in this town, which thank you, by the way. His house, which we have no fucking clue, and the hell is Maze? What is that? Just some bullshit arbitrary trophy locker room of his?
No, that's a house that let's just say he renovated it.
Great. It's gonna be
I
nothing
take
but
it the
dead bodies
maze
and
is like a.
corpses.
I take it the maze is like a little stomping ground of his that he frequently talks about whenever he's around with you two.
He tricks people into entering, and they don't come out.
Okay, I've got a. I have. Call it a gut feeling. To put it to a number, I'd say a 70% guess that he might be hiding in his maze if he has no prior plans with gentlemen.
The problem is finding this thing. I really doubt he's at any of the fight pits right now.
No,
Probably at the point
he's
where
probably
he's trying
already.
to cool off.
So he's probably trying to play around in his maze to ease off his bloodlust.
There's no easing that off.
Constant bloodlust. I see.
Oh,
So he's just
Sorry.
born with that madness then.
and you'll never find Laura. Never.
Where'd you find her?
Like I said, we found her out in the wilderness. Just out in the field, standing there.
What does she do? What's her specialty?
Turns into animals and disappears.
Oh,
So she's a
fucking hell,
druid?
Druid.
Yeah, she was keeping an eye on you guys while we were sneaking around.
Good idea.
You
That doesn't help us at all.
Omen will just look we'll just look at Elisha and Nyx. And you two are supposed to be our eyes on the sky.
They would have never
You
known.
two are supposed to be our ranged fighters.
How the fuck would they know, lad? If they can turn into animals, she could be anything. Be a damn
Elijah's a
cockroach on the
ranger.
swall.
She could be
And
in,
she's a druid.
she could be in here right now.
She could be a fucking snake in the grass, a spider on the wall. Hell, she could be a termite in the wood. That's why they suck. They're pains in the asses. And their magic from the fucking earth, like bullshit. Don't even work for that shit. They just drink a magic mushroom drink and there you go, I am a druid. Quit, motherfucker.
Alright, Braids, calm down.
I'm just glad that I trained to earn my strength.
Hey, if you don't work for it, it ain't real. Any other way is a
I-
fucking cop out. Or if you sell your soul, that's fair.
Let me let me tell you about the time I flash froze a Hydra.
Later. We'll do it over drinks.
Do you have now, or did y'all have a way to communicate with each other?
Like last night or
Just
in general?
period. In general.
Random people approach us and tell us what to do, or we get a letter dropped on us and just told to go do something. Literally, that's what it says, go do something, which usually means, well, you've seen what that means.
So no death drops or anything like that, no prearranged locations.
Well, there's pre-arranged locations, but they're pre-arranged an hour in advance, and then they're changed. We were supposed to be working with Arizona. That's why we went looking for him. He was supposed to help us. But he kept escaping. He kept hiding from us. We don't know why.
Well, he found me.
Yeah, he
And
wasn't
killed poor Carol.
he wasn't supposed to be in town. That he was out in the wilderness. He was supposed to be gathering an army.
For what?
From the rumors that we heard from other people out in the wilderness, he was just starting a city, or planning to start a city out in the south. But apparently he's been having trouble with a group of people who live in the mountains. Not far from here, there's a cave system in the old mines. They've moved on a little further down the mountains, so they're abandoned, and apparently there's a bunch of people that live in there that are also trying to start their own nation. Apparently he doesn't like them very much.
These would happen to be dwarves, would they?
They're everything. Humans, dwarves, that's the rumors. Human
Taking
leads
over the
them.
mines? Taking over the old mines?
Yeah.
Oh. That's weird.
I don't even know if I believe it. I think it's all bullshit, honestly.
Those mines are livable, but it's kind of crazy anybody would want to go there.
I mean, everything I told you I think is bullshit. I mean, up until the part about, everything with, Arizona, I don't think is real. I don't think he's starting a city. I don't think there's people living in the mines, but, these are things that we have to work with. Clearly, he's not very fond of building that city if he's back in this one. And judging by what he told me before I lost consciousness, he would have never worked with us.
What did he tell you?
He told us something he told me to tell the others that the true ruler of the city is back, and everybody that is engaged in any criminal activity he is not getting a cut of will be cut down. He declared himself king of the underground.
Well, that's gonna be peachy to deal with.
I don't know who he works with, but he has to be working with somebody. I don't think he's human. He's far too accurate, he's far too fast, he's far too strong. Far too loud.
You think he's a construct?
Yeah. We don't have those, though. We've only heard about them. I mean, Sidar is pretty close. We trade with them often, after the war.
Aye. You lot said you came from Sudar, right? You just came from it?
Yeah, we helped stage an insurrection and everything.
Were there any rogue constructs or anything over there? With like full-blown personality and stuff?
That's... Elijah, help me out here.
Actually, above game question real quick.
Yeah.
Did we learn if Creepy Johnny was a construct?
You guys know that Jezza built him. And basically just kept hitting him with any kind of magic he could find until he started moving. You don't know what that means, though.
Okay.
I mean, strictly the rest of us do. Braids doesn't know that
Yeah.
yet.
Alright. I didn't know if Braids knew or not, I couldn't remember.
And no, we didn't know anything or hear anything about constructs while we were in Sadar, I don't think.
Yeah, you guys fought a ton of them.
Yeah, we fought a shitload on a train back when I was still
Yeah,
younger.
actually,
Not
our
that
first
had
encounter,
personalities, though.
Nope, none of them did.
we encountered a bunch of them on a large, well, we know what a train is called.
No.
Found ourselves teleported somewhere and had to fight our way through a large number of them, and
Okay.
quickly found out that those bastards love to self-destruct.
Okay, that's not really important. Did any of them show signs of full-blown sentience to this level
No.
of thinking? In all the books I've ever read on what little I've read on the constructs and stuff, it's not possible to give them personality. It's not possible to do that.
Well, it's possible.
How did he have it?
Says Jezza.
How?
Elijah just
Ow.
points at Creepy Johnny.
Jezza points at Creepy Johnny. Creepy Johnny points at himself.
Wait, time out! Creepy Johnny, you're a construct.
Apparently. That's my dad.
Okay.
And he points over at Jezza.
Okay, I'm gonna gloss over that because I have 100 questions I'd love to ask you, but I'm gonna get on the serious track. Do you understand yourself enough to know what makes you, so to speak? If you understand what's giving you your free will, do you understand that about yourself?
I choose to do what I want, and then I do it.
Okay, Jezza, how did you give Creepy Johnny free will?
I didn't. That's the crazy part. I built you specifically to kill... I built you to kill Horus, because I couldn't stand him. And Creepy
Okay.
Johnny just goes, yeah, it makes sense. And I built him, couldn't figure out how to make him work, pumped every magic I could into him, designed him to kill, just like the mindless ones in Sadar, and decided that it was no good just having a mindless killing robot. No offense. Creepy Johnny just shrugs. But, so I just said, here's a bunch of books, keep reading them. And then he started reading books. And he was reading a lot of books. I had to actually start giving up my studies to go steal more books so that he could read them. Then he was reading them 2 at a time. Then he was reading some sort of fantasy book that we have. And he just stopped, turned around, faced a table, fell over and smashed his head on the table. And then he got up, said his name was Creepy Johnny, and said bye and left. I don't even think he noticed who I was.
So,
And he was just gone
knowledge.
for like 5-10 years.
What
so,
book?
so intense knowledge. Lots of knowledge, you would say.
Try 1,000 books.
Okay, very well read. Then you read something. Creepy Johnny, do you remember the book you read? This fantasy book. Do you remember it all?
He just reaches into his vest and pulls out a ratty looking book that just says Land of Winter.
Can I see the book?
No.
Oh.
Do I know this book, DM?
No.
Okay, Creepy Johnny, I'm gonna ask. Is there anything in that story about a monster becoming friends with a girl or something like that?
No.
Is there anything about a snowman being made and it gaining sentience at some point?
Not answering that. That's stupid.
Is there any form of creature in that book that it becomes friends with someone or gains sentience?
It's just a book about a group of people that go and kill a monster.
Does anybody fall in love or feel sympathy for the monster?
No.
Okay, I'm back to square one.
What?
But you hit your head. You hit your head after reading this book. Do you know why you hit your head?
I don't know. Ask my dad. He apparently knows everything.
Fathers don't know everything. I can tell you that first-hand experience. Okay. Let's go into the assumption of this. This Arizona dude is a construct. He's like Creepy Johnny here with sentience. His city and kill people that he doesn't like. Which, that is the one thing I guess Creepy Johnny and him have in common. Maybe they were built to kill somebody specific. Creepy Johnny to kill. You were built to kill this Horace fella. Have you filled that directive?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hold up. I think I have an idea about Arizona. What? Not just saying that hurricane braids.
The answer to that is yes.
Well, if you remember, he said that Horace disappeared. He doesn't know what happened to him.
Well, okay. The
But yeah.
shitposty answer to that is yes.
But yeah, my actual thing. Is it, Jezza, question.
Yes.
Is it possible to try and put someone's mind in a construct if their body is trapped in a soul crystal and used as a power source?
Yeah.
I think we have our answer. Arizona is resurrected, but he's inside a construct body. And he is mad that he's back to life. Because tells me, I think Arizona was resting peacefully until he had had his current circumstances forced on him. So now he's just taking it out on everyone around him. At least that's my thought process on it. Oh, it's gone BRB.
I mean, so he's just.
He'll just like look around for a sec, like, well, no one else speak up at once to try and like disprove my theory. Tell me I'm wrong. The ideas seem to hold merit.
I guess how would you feel if you were peacefully like, or I guess just at peace, and then somebody just said, "Oh, not anymore," and then just shoved you inside a body or something? I kind of suck.
Okay. I don't want to be rude. But I don't care anymore. I want to go home.
I don't
That's
think
fair.
that's possible.
Let's get you home, love.
Yeah, can you guys hurry up and just hang me already?
Can we just boil her alive in lava? I got a spell for it.
No. She's going to hang with the rest of them on the king's birthday. if you guys get the other two or three or whatever the hell.
Take all the fun out of it, why don't you?
Whatever she's done to you pales in comparison to her crimes against the city.
Fair enough.
You guys start to go back home, well, to Jez's home, and Lillian is steering dead clear of Omen. And what?
Sorry, good. I was gonna say Arcane Braids is gonna be like, making just casual conversation and be like, what's wrong with you and Omen? What happened?
Oh, he picked me first to die. Remember that, Omen? It was
He'll
kinda
like
fucked.
have his head bowed in shame at that.
That's fucked.
It didn't take him no time
And
to
I
figure
regret
it out
and
either.
I regret. And I feel shame for every moment I said that as well. So if there's any way I can do anything I can do to work to try and regain that trust, however little you're willing to give it, at least give me that chance to prove that I am at least willing to work to make up for the mistakes I make.
Fine.
He'll give a small grateful smile at that, but he won't say anything else.
You guys finally make it to the house. It is hitting 4 a.m. at this point. Is there anything anybody wants to do before they go to bed? I will start. I'm gonna do it a little different as long as. Oh shit, Trucker's muted. We'll start with Mark this time.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Is there anything you'd like to do before bed? Or are you just done?
The only thing he's gonna do is just maintain his equipment and make sure he still has everything and it's in tip-top shape, basically.
That's fine. Arcane Braids, is there anything you're trying to do?
He's just gonna work more on the arcane and archaic formulas and stuff, and work on his arm a little bit. About it, just trying to get a little more close to being fully done.
Chaos, is there something you're trying to do?
When Omen gets into his room, he's going to spend a little bit just of his unwinding, just offloading his equipment, running a whetstone across the edge of his spade before hanging that up on a pair of hooks above his door. And after lighting up some of his incense and getting ready for bed, he'll pull out the coin that he's kept in his breast pocket and clasp it between his hands and just focus on his connection to Yume.
Is there something specific you're trying to get out of that, or just doing that for the sake of doing it?
Doing that for the sake of doing the bit with her. Essentially acting as like a conduit for the sake of initiating the connection for, you know what I mean.
You just hear in your head, yes?
I understand that for some time due to lack of initiating contact on both our parts that our connection has been strained of late. And I understand that while yes, my friends were carrying me along on a whirlwind of activity, it was also part of my responsibility to try and reach out to you. So, if you feel I've failed you in some way, I wish to know. At the very least, so I can stop worrying about the possibilities and just rip the band-aid off, as it were.
We don't have to be in constant contact.
Wait. What?
You're so far doing what I need you to do.
You've
Why-
just been so silent of late. I was led to believe that you've been busy with something else.
I'm always busy.
Then, all this time when you've been silent and I haven't heard from you.
What about it?
I was afraid I had broken my promise to you, and you were just, and the silence was your answer to it.
Well, if you're not speaking with me, I'm not going to be speaking with you. That's lunacy.
I see. I'm sorry. I guess I've just been thinking of things too much, thinking too much into things of late. How have things been on your end?
Still waiting for somebody to get me a physical body. I'm still doing what I do. Nothing happens, nothing changes, nothing matters.
At that, Omen's shoulders will slump at that, and he'll just curse under his breath. For a moment, I had a chance, but there was a point in, where was it, Sitar, I believe? Or was it somewhere else? There was a type of puppet body that was intact, but I wasn't sure if it would be able to handle your energy, so I brushed it aside as unable to handle it. Now, thinking back on it, I feel like I just missed out on an opportunity. He'll grit his teeth a little.
Probably the only one. We never know.
Wait a minute. Jezza, if we could get him the materials, he could be able to build a body.
He won't help. He doesn't trust me. I think you're the only one that does.
And I try to trust you because you've shown me because you have shown me what my father refused to give.
I show you what you want to see. You don't see anything else.
Is it bad that that's what I want, though? To
That's
just
up,
forget about the pain?
that's up to you. I'm not making that decision for you. I'm using you, you're using me. At the end of the day, is that not just a relationship?
If there comes a time where we both feel like we have to part ways, will there be no hard feelings?
I cannot guarantee such things. But I'm with you until you find a way to free yourself of me.
And until then, your strength, however much you're willing to give of it to me, I will gladly use to further my own goals and hopefully free myself of that strangling grip my father has. That damn shadow of his has drowned out my existence long enough.
Like I said, it sounds like we're just using each other.
Until that time until that time ends, though, he'll look at her with a smile on his face that genuinely betrays none of the actual feelings that he does have for her. Let's enjoy every moment along the way, yeah?
So be it.
And he'll and he'll hold out a hand for her to take. First, I feel like taking a walk under these stars. The clouds are just the right angle tonight. Since this is like his dreamscape, more or less, that they're in at this point.
As you take her hand, I will need a wisdom save. This could be... I'll just warn you, this could be vaguely dangerous.
This could be the make or break. That's all Omen knows. Of all the times for that to happen, not 20.
Oh.
Okay.
I have no control over that. Obsidian decides what Obsidian wants.
Fine. Whatever happens, happens. That's the end of that. Trucker,
Yes.
is there anything you're trying to do before you go off to bed? And then we'll take our break.
I want to check on Lillian, but can we assume that we also left Clarence in capable hands? We didn't just
yeah.
leave him there.
What you guys didn't hear, because you were too busy kind of talking amongst yourselves, you're starting to get this vague memory of hearing, "This is fine, I live here now," from the tiefling woman. And nobody told her to leave the office, so as far as you're aware, you've just realized that nobody has stopped her. She probably lives there now.
We're just gonna see her when we show up there tomorrow. She'll be like, "Hello." It's like, "Wait, you're still here?" "Yeah." Fuck.
I mean, you guys forgot the guy I chopped the legs off of, so somebody had to watch him.
I didn't forget about him. I just don't care about him.
Wow.
My guy has no ties to him.
I know. So
We know, we're just giving you shit.
reasoning that Clarence is probably being watched after, I'm just gonna make sure Lillian's okay.
You see her
And
staring.
I have a couple of questions.
You see her staring up at a rising sun, and she just is. You don't know where she got them from, but she's just like throwing rocks into the backyard, and you can tell that she seems. The last time you had seen her, she was staring very happily at the moon, and now that the moon's not there, you can tell that she's doesn't seem very happy about it.
Throwing rocks at anything in particular?
No, that's the bad part. You have neighbors. Thankfully, it isn't getting close to their house. It's set back far enough, but she doesn't seem to be trying not to hit the house, if that makes sense. She's just throwing rocks.
You know, you could break somebody's window like that.
Yeah, well, you can break a lot of things doing a lot of things. You can break a few eggs to make a couple of omelets, and you can break a couple of omelets to make an egg.
I don't see how that. Once an egg is broken, it's broken.
Yeah, well, I suppose, as they say, that's the way she goes. If I break a window, that window's broken too. She just lets another rock go.
Yeah, but like, who has to, or who will pay for the window to be replaced?
Insurance.
Is that a thing here?
Well, that was one of those things that Arizona started, and people are afraid to let it go just in case.
Okay. Sounds like a novel concept to me.
Yeah, if something bad happens to something, the money is stored away for them to use it to make it not be bad anymore. It's like protection, or like throwing money into a pit and watching it burn, and you receive nothing back.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that this is more than just about the immediate issues. Are you okay?
Why shouldn't I be? I didn't have my legs turned to jelly. I didn't have my head turned into mist. I didn't have my house fall down and burn. I didn't have, I didn't get wrapped up in chains. I didn't get shot. I didn't get blown up. I didn't watch horses get turned inside out. I didn't try to sell one of my friends off. I didn't, I didn't take a hammer to the chest. I didn't get shot at. I didn't get stabbed. I didn't get sliced. Well, actually, I did get sliced. So I guess that kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, everybody has rough days. You're just kind of behind the curve.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I mean, nothing bad really happened to you for a good long time, so maybe this is just one of those really bumpy roads that you just have to, wait for it to smooth out.
The hell of a road.
Everybody's individual roads can be bumpy, can be smooth, can be hilly, curved.
So what does it matter? It doesn't matter. You know, there's somebody out there who's got it worse than me. What do my problems matter?
I mean, they matter to you, don't they?
Sure. But that's just me.
Well, I mean, sometimes your problems are, you know, other people care about your problems too. Does that surprise you, maybe?
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, are you not, you know, did you not care if people around you were, you know, hurt or,
I care.
okay? Because you're really upset about this, and I'd be more worried if you weren't. So, I mean, I guess that's a good sign.
I just don't see why don't expect anybody to care about my problems. I'm just a princess. You know, I mean, I like you said, I had it good for a long time. It's time that I grow up and experience the real world. This is the real world, the gritty side of things. Watching somebody that you were fond of get their head smashed in, you know, watching your brother get eaten, winding up with people that are intensely absurd and scary, but mean well. Hearing a man get his legs sawn off, you know, just, you know, that's just what happens. Like you guys always say, you know, it's just you know, it's just another day out in Vuldar and all that, you know, it's just another day out in Vuldar. She shrugs her shoulders.
No, I mean, this would have been a rough day even for us Vuldarians. This one was kind of rough.
You know, got to see the bitch that kidnapped me and my brother and set this whole thing up, and all I could think is, she'll get hers, I guess.
Well, she will. But see, all these things that you're talking about, you know, all we can do is hope that Roman, you know, is in a less chaotic place. I happen to think he is. Carol too. At least Clarence gets to, you know, continue to see his wife, and he'll have, according to the weird lady, he'll have legs again. So, yeah, a lot of bad things happened today, but, you know, a couple of less bad and outright good things happened today, too.
See?
There's one less psychopath on the loose. It could have been much worse.
Well, then see, there's nothing to complain about. Like you said, it all worked out.
Well, I mean, it's working itself out. I just wanted to make sure you're okay before we get some sleep, and you need to get some sleep too. This has been one hell of a night. I think we have the day off. I think.
I wouldn't count on it. It's not what Jezza said.
Well, you know, he can sit and stew. He didn't have to deal with the shit that we dealt with, right? He was on a dinner date.
Creepy Johnny said something too.
What's that?
He's gonna want to make a plan. He wants this dealt with. And according to
Yeah.
you, he's law.
The thing about Creepy Johnny, once he decides he likes somebody, that somebody is going to be protected to the best of Creepy Johnny's abilities. And in his own weird way, he was starting to like Roman. So Lundy is on borrowed time, as far as I'm concerned.
She just looks at you and just kind of nods and starts heading off to bed. And as you head off to bed, you do very distinctly notice that she has definitely not answered your question about whether or not she's doing okay. She's completely ignored it and bypassed it.
I kind of figured she would. That's not something you have the answer to after these kind of events.
Well, I mean, just a
No,
general history of your time together. Anytime anybody's asked her that question, she doesn't answer it.
yeah, I mean she's been dealing with a lot, so
But
just trying to make sure she doesn't go crazy.
that will be where we'll take our break. Sponsored, of course, by Martin Mancini. Hopefully, everything's going fine. Hopefully, everybody's enjoying so far.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
running to the
I'm liking it.
bathroom.
I was hoping I'd be to the house before the sun went down, but it is going down over the mountains, so it'll be dark when I get home.
I feel that. Earlier friends want to know how much longer we got because she wants me to go take Odell out for another walk.
How is the little bean doing?
She is doing well. She is starting to love walks. Today was her second day on going on a walk with Dad right after he got off work. First day, she was terrified to go out the front door. Second day, I had to hold onto that leash for dear life so she didn't just run right out. She's learned when Dad gets off work, I get a walk, and to the best of my abilities, I give her walks.
She's still leaving y'all presents in the room at night?
No, she sleeps in her kit. We have her sleeping in her kennel at night. Basically, just letting her kit be kennel trained and everything.
How in the hell did y'all see? Like Rex, he hates the kennel.
So, we started the kennel with when we started on the kennel, we would keep the food and water in there basically throughout the day. You know, when we would feed her, we'd put her food in her kennel. You know, we did the positive reinforcement, like kennel, good girl, give her treats, so she knows kennels is a good thing. And when she goes to bed, Tara puts on she'll put on a show in the background, which I'm not the biggest fan of because it's just a lot of energy that we're wasting, in my honest opinion. But she's like, it'll be good for her. It'll be good for her. And for the most part, it's helped her.
So you're complaining about a TV that probably takes 5 cents of electricity.
No, I just don't. I don't want to. I just don't want my TV getting burned out.
If you don't have a
I
Vizio,
mean,
you'll be fine.
Nah, dude, those things are shit. I got rid of my Vizio years ago.
see, here's where I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, and Mayor can back this up. The TV that's in my room, that's like a 9-year-old flat screen,
Yeah.
and I abused it,
Yeah, he does.
and it still works great.
We didn't.
I will give Hisense all the kudos in the world. Like that TV is solid for as old as it is. It's finally starting to show its age because the Wi-Fi antenna is going out. Like I can't stream anything on that TV simply because it just does not know the Wi-Fi is there anymore, which big deal because now that it's just me in the house, I watch TV in the living room. So get yourself a Hisense TV because apparently they know how to make them like
Ah,
tanks,
sorry.
Yeah, we had
and they're cheap, and that one's lasted damn near a decade.
one day where we were, we kind of ran out of ideas of things to do, and I think total the TV was off for an hour, and we just watched it for literally nonstop that entire day, and perfectly fine.
That's fair. I don't know. Odell is a huge, huge fan of the show, though.
Bluey.
No, our
Okay.
show.
I don't know. Maybe you should have her
Oh, our
watch.
show.
Maybe you should have her watch Bluey. She might learn a couple
Oh,
good lessons.
she watches Bluey too. Like she watches Bluey, but when she goes to bed, it's Bluey. When we have to leave the house and we can't bring her, we'll put her in the kennel and we'll put on the show in the background, and she'll basically listen to the episodes where either I'm DMing or Mayor's DMing, or where I'm talking a lot, just so she's hearing Dad's voice.
See, Rex throws a fit. I get him in the kennel, and it's a fight to get him in it. He don't want to go in it, and then once he's in it, 30 seconds to a minute, he is not happy, barking, screaming. I've done all the things. I've tried, setting him in there for 5 minutes, letting him out, giving him, positive reinforcement. Good boy, you stayed in the kennel, and then put him back in. None of that shit
Feed him in it.
works.
For us, we had to do feed her in it basically.
And see, that's the thing. He don't. I've tried that too. He gets
Um,
petulant about it.
That's the
Like
husky in him coming out, boy.
he knocks over the food bowl. He flat out refuses.
Well,
that's the one reason I'll never get a husky.
we ought to get this going so that we can, hit the old end. Now, Flame, we will switch over to happier music on the second option.
Oh, so now we're listening to Dust?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it up. That's kind of foreboding, don't you think? How is it happy?
So, you all wake up, but Chaos, you take a little while to wake up. But yeah, everybody makes it downstairs just fine.
Ugh. Gee, man. Anybody else sleep like a rock?
Elijah, you run into Lillian on the way downstairs.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, Lillian, can I steal you for a second?
Why?
Careful now, lad. Careful now, lass. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm not worried about that.
I don't think.
Okay.
What do you
He's
want?
I'm trying to give you something, lass. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you angry. I'm not trying to pick a fight with you. I finally got a section of something I've been working on finally finished, and I can freely do this now. So I was going to let you be the first one of the gifts given. And I'm going to give her a scroll of magic missile at 3rd level, as I can now do this.
Neat. Which just like
You know,
awkwardly tries to put it in her cloak.
In case these, I'll just say it simply, these son of a bitches try this again, you got a way to defend yourself.
I don't think she's gonna have a problem doing that, raids.
I mean, I need all the help I can get.
This, as long as you can see your target, you can't miss them. Unless they have a shield spell. That fucking shield spell. God damn, it's useful when you use it. But it's bullshit if anybody else uses it, you know? It's like
Yeah.
healing. It's like healing in a fight, you know?
I'm not the most capable person, but yeah, this will be helpful. Thank you.
Good, good. I just wanted to make sure you're alright. Oh, and Elijah, I've got something for you as well.
Okay.
Normally, you know, this kind of thing's only really useful for like spellcasters and stuff. But I figured, you know, you do cast spells. You do get into physical melee every now, but you also do shoot arrows and stuff. So I thought, you know, this spell might be somewhat useful to you. And I'm gonna give you a scroll of mirror image.
Thank you, Braids.
Oh, you're welcome. Finally picked up a new trick, so I'm just testing her out.
I'll see if I can't put it to good use.
So where's Nixley?
As
Oh,
per
Nixley.
usual, he comes down a little late.
To your shock,
you're here.
you're actually down before Omen.
That's odd. But Nixley, I got something for you. It's kind of a humorous one, but I think you'll like it.
Oh? What's
I am gonna
changed
give
your
Nix-
mood? You're a little happier this morning.
Let's put it this way. Something I've been working towards for the longest time is finally come to fruition. The fruit of this tree is starting to bear. It's not fully finished yet. I still have a couple more tricks I need to figure out to make it perfect, but I've got this part down pat. But I think you'll find this funny. And I'm gonna give him a scroll of catnap.
I fucking knew it.
I could do that one day, and I was like, I'm giving him catnap. It'll be perfect.
Oh, is it? This is interesting. I mean, guess. Is it for me or is it for somebody else? Because I'm pretty good at catnaps on my own.
No, this is for you. This allows you to actually use that magic and kind of get a get a full rest out of a short time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You know, if you're ever in a situation where you just can't fall asleep for whatever reason, you know, just pop this. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Have you met Nixley?
Yeah, it's super easy for me to sleep.
Giving him narcoleptic sleeping pills.
I went for the bit, damn it.
No.
Like,
I mean, I could have given you bottomless stomach instead if you really wanted that.
thanks, Arcane Breach, and then he immediately uses it, targets himself when he falls back asleep.
Yeah,
He just reads it, collapses
So
on the
what do you
table.
do? Do you just read what it says? Scroll of cat, yeah.
And then Family Guy
Choose
falls.
like.
Oh, he used it quick. I mean, I could have given him bottomless stomach and he'd just be Garfield.
But which Garfield? The regular comic Garfield or the Eldritchian horror Garfield?
No.
I don't know. Where's Omen? What happened to him?
Omen,
At this
now
point,
you're
Omen
finally coming down, yeah.
Oh, there's the sleeping bag.
Bags under his eyes. He looks like he had a rough night.
Jiminy fucking Christmas. Did you get any sleep there, lad?
I think my contract with you, my pact with Yume, this sleep rate, as you, as a certain someone knows, but as a Jezza knows, we had a bit of a talk last night.
I'll elbow, oh fuck, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting your guy's name.
Elijah.
Elijah.
I'll elbow Elijah. Maybe he's the one I should have given the catnap scroll to. Well, Nevertheless, grumpy horny boy, come here. Oh,
Yes.
don't be using this with your lady friend or whatever you're doing. If you use it for that, I'm never doing this for you again. You got this? And I'm going to hand to you a scroll of enlarge, reduce.
Blink, blink, blink.
This is a new thing I can do. So if you lot come across any blank magic paper that spells can be put on, give it to me. I can do this multiple times in the morning.
Something you guys have no concept of.
Nope.
If the paper feels of high quality and you think it's magical, give me it.
This is literally Stephen Hawking explaining physics to a kindergartner.
Fucking kids. Anyways, you got spell scrolls. Don't lose those, or I'll kill you myself.
You all collectively fail your wisdom saves and immediately blue screen.
They all open them up to read them and set off the spells at once.
Ding!
You
Let
sleepy
my
just
wiener
force him.
scroll.
Oh god, he's big. She sets off the magic missile.
It just
Everybody-
hits Omen all.
Everybody
It just
reads,
completely pelts Omen with it.
Everybody reads it all at once. Magic missile goes off. Omen misreads it and reduces size, and
Werp, werp, werp.
oh, Nimbleton falls asleep, and Elisha. There's like 3 of them now, and it's like, what the hell?
I just scratched the jaw of my hawk. Sebastian, these people are crazy.
As
Even
you guys
funnier,
are,
like
as you guys are gathering for breakfast, either to your horror, surprise, or excitement, Creepy Johnny is cooking.
Oh shit. Creepy Johnny, I don't got a spell scroll for you.
Whatever.
I didn't know you're gonna be here. Oh.
Jezza comes down next and seems a little, like, freaked out. As you guys all kind of look, you notice that you had felt a bit of a breeze. You see that window is smashed in again. Jezza does the same motions that he had to do the first time to repair the window and just goes, could have just knocked. And Creepy Johnny blatantly ignores what he says. Congratulations, I have come up with a plan for all of you. At least to get the bard.
Do tell.
Sounds interesting.
My plan is I'm going to open up Stella's. And I'm going to have you guys go around town and advertise a most handsome / beautiful contest happening at my establishment. Which will probably trigger him to show up. And how this thing goes is up to you. We can rig it so he wins and feels good about himself and commits a crime, or we can rig it so he places dead last, has a meltdown, and tries to kill the entire bar, and then you can try to bag him. Either way, don't really care. That was just my thoughts.
If we go along with the second round, would you be willing to help us in restraining him?
There are no weapons allowed in my bar, besides you, so yes.
Alright, I feel like we hit this bastard in his ego since, for one thing, Gentleman was the one who spilled the beans to me about my father's working influence on their little group. And personally, I feel like that smug little shit deserves a few knocks to his ego. But that's just me, as he like sort of grits out that last bit.
Well, I don't know about that part, but I can help with the advertising thing. I've got Skywrite. We can write the message in the clouds. We only get 10 words though.
Most handsome / he starts counting on his fingers. Beauty contest at Stella's. Winner gets expensive booze.
Hey, I can do that.
Must
Do you want
be,
it like right over Stella's?
hold on. Must be 18. There, that's 10 words. And Chestnut just goes, drinking age is 21. I said 18.
I'm gonna have to abbreviate. I'm gonna have to abbreviate one word, but I think I can do that. I think I can do that. Where are we wanting to put that? Right above Stella's, or do we want to go like towards the big high traffic areas? What are we thinking?
I don't care where you put it. You guys can distribute the posters.
All right.
Yeah, you put it on the ground.
Works for me.
Put it in the sky. You put it
Let's put it in one of the high traffic areas on the plaza.
high traffic, low traffic, medium traffic. There's a lot of traffic.
You okay there, Jezza?
This has been a disaster. Everywhere I go, everything I try to do falls apart. I'm just trying my best.
Hey, no, don't cry. There's an answer for everything, and sometimes the answer is, "Oh, this is bullshit."
Sometimes
not
all you
your
can do
fault
is
that,
try.
It's not your fault that a cabal of psychopaths decided to, terrorize everybody, including but not limited to Omen's dad.
Yeah.
From the moment you've met me to the moment that you re-met me back here, you can't say that I've done the best job. Kind of a failure. I'm trying so hard to do things the right way. I've tried very hard to do things the wrong way. No matter which way I've done them, they don't work out.
I mean, I think you're being a little too hard on yourself, Jezza. Yeah, the plan about, possessing a meteor was a little weird, but,
No, I still like that plan. It was an interesting spell.
It was really cool. It probably went to work, but it was really cool.
How did you get about possessing an inanimate object?
I don't know. Didn't make any sense. I had to kill a bunch of people. Killed most of them.
Were you gonna use their souls as a binding agent to bind your soul to an inanimate object to make it somewhat of a living object?
Yeah, I was supposed to die too.
Oh, so it's like a solar possession. Okay.
still want that spell braids.
Yes, I do, because now I know a good way to tweak it without costing your own soul.
No, you don't.
I can think of a couple.
It's not gonna work.
That'd be good for a basis for an astral projection spell.
That's a bad idea.
Let's just set aside the idea of, arcane magics that may or may not infuse the soul of somebody into a meteor. All we have to do is, take some, make and take posters, go put them up. You're gonna put your funny words in the sky with your magic, and then we'll just, wait and see if he takes the bait.
Okay.
You just see Jezza bury his face in his hands and just do the thing.
Ooh, can I? Creepy Johnny, can I
External
just
server.
hide on the ceiling? Is there somewhere that's pretty dark and I can just hide there? Oh. I think it would be pretty cool.
Stay off my ceiling unless you're cleaning it.
Oh, I could clean it while I'm up there.
Wait, Nixley wants to clean?
If you carve your
Who are you
name,
and what you do with our Nixley?
if you
It's tactical advantage. Don't let him know.
if you carve your name in my ceiling, I will cut you into pieces.
Oh, shit. Okay, I won't do it in your ceiling. I'll just do it in other people's.
I just imagine
Wait, are
like
you just
Nixley was here, and then like there's 3 scratches underneath the was, and it's just like someone writes, he was here once.
No, I just think it would be tactically awesome because whenever the person shows up, I can get the drop on them.
It's my only warning to you, Nixley. If you want your soul to know rest, you will not carve anything into my ceiling.
Okay, I won't carve anything into yours.
You know what I'm capable of.
Well, duh.
And that's where he's gonna be. It's just like in a quarter, but he's gonna be cleaning for most of the time.
You're not there yet. You guys are still at breakfast.
Oh, I thought we were at breakfast at the place.
Wow.
No, you guys are still at Jezza's house.
Dang it.
Yeah. Johnny
No-
broke
no
in
good
through the
here.
window.
Yeah, Johnny threw that same rock back through the window.
Hmm.
And yes, I do mean the same rock, which means you can easily put together 2 and 2. He did it the first time.
Wow.
I mean,
As soon as
I kind of figured that out.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
saying
just
in case you're a little slow on the draw.
Nah.
The moment you told us, like, the moment you said, hey, this building kind of looks like Stella's, I was like, oh, you've got to be shitting me.
That
have-
coinciding with the rock that said "I know," I was like, "Shit."
Lillian is very haphazardly just kind of like she's stabbing things on her plate but not really eating a whole lot. Jezza has barely touched his food too, and Creepy Johnny is sitting at the head of the table where Jezza's supposed to sit and is just watching you like he always does.
What did he cook this morning?
He cooked pancakes.
Oh shit! No.
Almond's got a 6 stack, and he's just happily tearing into it. How big of a stack does Elijah have? 10?
I don't know. He didn't count.
That's the best answer. Yes.
He didn't count because he was happy to be getting anything to eat because hungry, big bear man hungry, and the sheer simple fact he saw Creepy Johnny making something that wasn't stew.
You see that Jezza's kind of just defaulted to putting his hands in his face, and you watch as Creepy Johnny methodically, like, takes his musket and puts it between his legs and, like, starts slowly pulling out the ramrod. And then he holds it in one hand and starts poking Jezza in the shoulder. And he just goes,
Poke.
"Come on, it's time to eat. You're a growing boy."
I love
Dad,
I
you
love
need
how
my
he's doing
food.
that.
Dad, you need to eat the food.
Jezza just, if defeat could be more defeated, starts eating a little bit more.
I just imagine like he puts it on the end of the ramrod and is like nudging it into Jezza's mouth, like eat, come on, eat.
You must eat. Be a good
Airplane.
little boy.
You see,
Airplane
comes
is going
the
in for the
epic.
hangar.
Here comes the ramrod. Ugh.
What is the #1 rule of gun safety, Dad? Because I'm following it. I'm having a lot of fun. And he keeps poking at me.
Yes!
I love it. That's perfect. That's the best way to get a reaction out of him.
Jessica just silently eats. Lillian now has this look of, I can't believe this is what my life is coming to. I wish it would end, kind of. Just sad bewilderment. Like a defeated acceptance of her reality is sinking in deeper.
Well, Elijah is gonna absolutely demolish his his tall stack, and he's gonna start working on little flyers, so he can go around town and post them and stick them in places.
I have to go pick up my desk. Elijah threw all my stuff on the floor. And Lillian just gets up and starts walking.
I did not.
Not you.
Oh, the other guy.
Oh no, did we tell him to leave? He's probably still there.
You want me to come with you so we can tell him to
No,
leave?
Wait, did anybody actually talk to him, Elijah?
Nope.
Did you even...
Did we tell the Tiefling lady to leave?
We didn't tell
Nope.
No,
Ted,
we didn't.
we didn't tell Ted Lundy to leave. Nobody
He's
told
still there, I'm hitting him.
Nobody
Oh,
told
God.
Clarence to leave either.
I mean, to
He
be
can't
fair,
leave, he doesn't have legs!
To be fair,
they'll grow
Clarence
back
and Lundy
momentarily.
probably don't need to leave.
Oh no, there's too many people in the office. What if they're on my desk?
Don't worry, we'll kick them off your desks.
Nobody's supposed to be on the desk or near it.
Well, how about we
Okay.
go and, clean off your desk and get you your desk back and we'll be good.
Elijah, make arcane braids hang your posters. You come in and help me clear the people away from my desk.
Alright, arcane braids, look. Let's delegate out some stuff. She needs some muscle that you don't have.
Just
and
put
I've
it on the
got
desk.
it.
Just put it on the damn table. I'll have one of the invisible servants take care of it. Just put it on the damn table so I can cast my skywriting fucking spell already.
I hadn't even made the posters yet. I was gonna do that at the office, so
Well then go make the damn posters. I got skywriting to do.
Maybe you can
I
make him a
can't-
scroll of unseen servant, and that way you don't have to be there for it.
Unfortunately, I can't do that yet. I need to take a short rest before I can do that again.
okay. Well, here, do this then. Do your your magic servant thingy. Have them make the posters here, and then have it go around town posting them up. I'll help Lillian go clean up the office. By which I'll clean up the office and I'll let her sit at her desk and calm down.
Oh, and what should I do?
You're coming with me, Nixley. I have to stay within a certain radius of the servants, so I'll need someone to cover the radius I can't get with them.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
Hey, what about me?
I don't know, go to the rooftops, make sure nobody's trying to follow us or stab us in the back.
or distribute more flyers. Maybe climb up to a tall roof with a stack of flyers and just throw them into the wind. Says Jessup.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a good one, that's a good one.
Oh, I can do that.
Why don't you do that, and why doesn't Omen pick up arcane braids and hold them really high so his radius increases?
That's not how it works.
It'd be funny if
They're
it
not-
was, though.
You're not touching me.
You're not trying hard enough if it's not working.
That's not how the damn spell works. If you had an amplifier that could extend the radius of my magic, I'd gladly take that and use it.
Hey, you're not gonna want the amplifier that I have.
I don't think I trust anything you got that's an amplifier.
Yeah, Omen would have to hold you upside down so that you could use it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Creepy Johnny, is that what I think it is?
That was
Please
Chez
don't
was
tell me.
saying it. He was.
No, sorry, sorry. Jezza, is that what I thought it was?
What'd you think it was?
One of those fancy things we got from Sadar that you managed to get your hands on while we were liberating and stuff?
Got a good many things.
Quit beating around the bush. Which one was it?
I mean,
You know there was a lot of them.
I could easily whip up a rod to shove up his ass and amplify his magic, if that's what you're asking.
Did you not get the joke he was putting down, lad?
Alright. I know it was a tough day. Can we get to work?
I need to get to work.
We'll start,
Agreed.
just because you haven't had a ton of screen time, Elijah, we'll start with you and Lillian heading to the office. You don't need to roll perception. Your passive is good enough for this. Every few feet, you watch her just pick up another rock and put it in her pocket.
Burn up on ammunition, I see.
I don't know if the moon will be there tonight. We might have to stay up until tomorrow again.
And I think the moon will be okay. What phase are we in? Like, it was just a few nights ago and it was full, so...
No, it's probably gone. It's tired now. It's gone to sleep.
I mean, I don't think it goes that fast. So it might still be there.
I don't know.
I don't get to see it as often because, where I'm from, it's very cloudy and snowy a lot of the time. So
Well, no, we can see it all the
that's
time.
one thing I like about. That's one thing I like about your city here is, it has sights that are, rare to me. So there is that. Oh, that's a good one. And then he'll see like a smooth stone and he'll pick it up and hand it to her.
Just puts it in her pocket haphazardly. You guys make it into the office, and sitting on the couch is kind of like they're sitting waiting for a bus. There is on one couch Ted Lundy, who hasn't seemed to move. There is the tiefling woman you never got the name of because nobody asks anyone's name in this campaign. And then there's Elijah on the other couch sitting basically next to her, and they're just kind of sitting there quietly.
I mean, in our defense, it was pretty hectic.
Yeah, I know.
Morning, everybody. Sorry about this morning / last night. Couple of things I need to do real quick, and then we can have a chat. And I'm gonna go over and clean up in the immediate area around Lillian's desk and put her stuff back on there as best I can as to where I think it was. With her assistance, I guess.
I'm sure you guys have clearly gotten the desk set up again. Almost in a fit of I can't take it anymore, Ted Bundy just suddenly stands upright and goes, "Alright, I can't take it anymore. What do we do? What are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?"
Hey, hang on. Don't lose yourself, Mr. Lundy. I think it would be best for you, since, we now have a murderous psychopath who looks an awful lot like you, and people have, heard, rumors and everything about this guy. We don't want people coming after you by mistake. So I think it would be really good for your safety if you kind of stayed here.
Does that mean I have a job? My parents will be super proud.
And yeah, I haven't been given hiring authority that I'm aware of, but yeah, we need some help around here to clean up around this office because it is, it's kind of hectic here right now.
I'm gonna have to get my hair cut. And then you just see the tiefling woman go, "Ah, it is no matter." And she pulls out that dagger again and just
Oh,
grabs,
wait, whoa.
grabs it by the hair.
Hey. None of that.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm cutting his hair.
Hey, no. Sometimes people like this to be done with some style.
Well, I assure you, this is not the pants dagger.
It doesn't, I'm sorry. What was your name?
Ah. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to give that. My name is Vesa Dervishi.
Okay, can I just call you Vesa?
Sure. Oh, by the way,
Okay.
I live here now.
I don't really think we have living quarters on site, but
I make do.
if you work for us, I'm sure accommodations can be seen to. What exactly is it you do?
She just points at the office door.
Aside from that,
She pulls out the great golden mace that she has that is absolutely massive.
okay, so I'm assuming you like to hit things with that. Well, we don't really need anything else broken in here. How good are you at cleaning up messes?
You kind of see her for the first time change and have any kind of expression on her face as she looks at the office door and just kind of goes, sure, I can clean.
Okay. Without breaking and or destroying your now boss's things, can you clean up the mess that you made in that office over there?
I suppose I give it a try, but he is no boss of mine. I work for the captain.
Okay. The captain has left you here to watch after us, or you live here now? Why?
Captain does not tell me to come with him. I stay where I was left. Then
So you've just taken it upon yourself to live here?
you give me patient. The patient has no legs.
Okay, I guess we can make accommodation
You make
for
no.
now.
No, you make no accommodation. I accommodate. I make this work. This place is much nicer. You know, it is dark, it is dingy, there is no space. I have to stay at the castle. Too much space, too bright, too clean. Not good. I'm tired of it. This place, it is grungy, it is awful. I shall stay here.
Okay. That's
I'm
one
of,
thing I have to tell Jezebel.
I'm of the bloodline of the very first of the warriors. The very first people to ever go to war. My father, he go to hell, he become demon. Every once in a while he has child. I'm one of those childs. Now I stay here.
You know that look when somebody is obviously above their pay grade?
Yep.
That's Elijah right now.
I was thinking more along the lines of the guy with the two buttons going, oh,
you just
with a handkerchief to head.
Yeah, you just entered into a world of I'm not equipped to deal with this.
Yeah, pretty much. So, it's nice to meet you.
It is very nice to meet you too.
Yeah, if you want to go take care of the office over
As she starts walking towards the office door, you just hear, "What the hell?"
there, Clarence.
Yep.
Clarence, buddy, I'll be there in a minute.
Elijah, is that you?
Yes, it is.
You also hear, at the same time you're saying it, you also hear, "Yeah, it's me. I'm still here."
Um, sorry, Elijah.
Yeah.
You could have left, you know?
Oh. Well, nobody told me that.
Did the captain and none of the other people, when they took Violet,
Oh, shit.
tell you to go?
Standing up from the other recesses of the room is also Sarah Blake and Julian James. They're like, well, the last we were ordered, if we ever went home, that we were to be executed. If we abandoned our post, then we weren't given another post, so you're stuck with us.
You guys are still here.
Yeah, we weren't told to go home. I guess we live here too now. We're just one big happy family.
As previously stated with the bone saws there, we're not really equipped with living accommodations.
They all collectively look at each other and shrug.
This is going to be really demeaning, I guess, for guards of your status and skill sets, but can you, like, help clean up around here?
Not doing anything else.
Okay, because we've got kind of a plan that we're enacting in the background now to try to catch gentlemen. And the less said about it, the better at this point.
They all collectively nod, and then all of a sudden you just hear from Sarah, you just hear her go, "Ha, ha, my sister's dead. That sucks."
Sarah,
Yeah.
sit down on the couch.
No, that's not going to do us any good if we're supposed to be cleaning.
Yeah, but see, the way you just laughed just now, you either rest or clean something so hard that you just dedicate yourself to that for an hour.
Windows.
You do that. Lillian,
Yeah.
your desk. Okay, everybody, and he like raises his voice with some gusto.
You just hear from the office, "Can't really see you, Elijah."
This doesn't really apply to you, Clarence.
Okay.
Everybody, except Clarence, unless given express verbal permission by Lillian, you are to treat her desk as if it has a field of force around it. You're not to get within, and I look over at Lillian, how big of a bubble are you wanting?
10 feet.
You're not to get within 10 feet of her personal space. She's had a bad couple of months.
Everybody just kind of looks at you like, "Dog, we've had a pretty rough time." But they're not arguing with you.
Okay. Everybody else clean something. And then I'm gonna go into Jez's office where the bloodbath occurred.
Vessa follows you in because you ordered her to clean that up. And Clarence just looks at you and goes, "Hey, man, the last time I remember I had legs. Somebody explain where they went." And Vessa, before you
Well-
can even say anything, goes, "It is not the matter. They grow back." He just gets this look like, "Are you stupid?" on his face. He looks very mad.
Clarence, one moment. Vessa, no.
But they grow back. I make sure of it.
Yes, but context. Just clean something.
Ugh. I become made for Bear Man.
Clean something, please.
She just gives you this very piercing look.
Okay, Clarence.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you remember?
Ooh. I remember everybody debating about whether or not I should be killed, and thinking, boy, my wife's not going to be happy. And that's it.
Okay, well, good news. You didn't die.
Oh, yeah, this is great news. He points down.
You got close, but we saved you. Most of you. We saved Lillian. I don't know if you remember about Roman, but Roman is no longer with us. He kind of got Gallaghered.
Oh, yeah, he lost his head. Hey, maid
Where-
nurse lady, is that going to grow back? She just gets this undignified look.
Short answer, Clarence, no. Roman's head is not going to grow back.
I know.
This lady here showed up with the ever so popular Captain Jail and the rest of an ass ton of guards. And they presumably took Violet away. By the way, we caught Violet. Lundy got away, and as to the question about where your legs are, I'm afraid Lundy kind of turned them into paste. Well, to a degree. So much so that nothing we were going to be able to give you, potions or anything like that, was going to fix it. So, Vessa here, who works for the captain, had me hold you down. And before I knew what she was going to do, she just started sawing your legs off.
I take your pants off first, though. They're ruined.
I'm sure he cares about the pants, Vessa. Please. She then, passed some energy into your legs, and she has said it several times since it happened. Your legs should grow back within the week.
Yes, I cast Regenerate on you. Your legs, they grow back in a week.
So, you're kind of confined to quarters. So, wherever you want to go, just tell me and I will get you to that position.
Somebody's gonna have to find my wife, and then she's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, but I'm sure she'll be less angry or less sad than she would be if keeping that in mind.
just kind of like lays back down, like, whatever, man, that kind of look.
Yeah, it all kind of sucks, but hey, silver lining. You're alive, and you're just gonna have to sit and lay for about a week. She says your legs will grow back, and as weird and creepy as she is, I don't think she's lying.
Oh, yes, by the way, you have to relearn how to walk a little bit, so what kind of cane do you want? He just gets mad and goes, hey, very well, and she pulls out like a cherry wood cane and just lays it next to him.
Ever so punctual.
This is what medical bag is for.
Okay. Clarence, are you sure you want to lay here on Jez's desk while she tries to clean up, well, the room?
I'll crawl to the couch.
I mean, I'm offering you assistance, Clarence. You know, I'm not above carrying you to a couch.
This feels demeaning in some sort of way.
Well, take it like this. I don't want you to fall off of Jez's desk into a puddle, a dry, sticky puddle of what used to be in you. So I am offering to pick you up and carry you to a couch. If that's
Fine.
demeaning to you, then I'm sorry.
Just do it. And by the way, the floor is like an early 2000s Wendy's. That's how sticky it is.
Ew. Oh.
This place, it's like this place hasn't been mopped since it was open.
Here I was thinking you were gonna say it's like the floor of like some really bad like movie theater.
No, this is worse.
As you said, there's carpet in there.
Yeah, it's much worse.
I'm just happy I'm not like some of my kin and I can actually wear boots. I will pick him up and take him to a couch out in the other part of the building.
That's alright. You guys will continue your cleaning and bantering. We'll go to Flame and Omen. Or wait, it was Flame and Omen.
I thought Nixley was with us too.
No, remember he's going to. Well, I mean, he can come with you guys, but he's gotta climb one of the tallest buildings and drop the flyers.
Scatter the scatter the flyers.
Fair enough.
Light the beacons.
Yeah, all he's doing it. All like Arcane is doing is skywriting, and then having his invisible servants hand out the flyers.
Omen, I assume you're just kind of like walking like a general 5x5 block radius, just sticking flyers to things.
Yep, more or less he's going for areas that are like near store stalls, near and near where like plazas are, essentially like the four corners, like essentially where there will be like a crossroads area, like with multiple roads leading into a small clearing. He would like stick a poster at each route in, more or less. Just run a quick circle around the area, just sticking posters to one wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Before going off to different other places and such. More or less just keeping a lazy eye out for any signs of trouble that requires his immediate attention, that doesn't require him sending a quick nudge to one of the guards saying that, hey, cut purse coming in on the left side.
Yeah, it's very easy. Not much to it. Nimbleton. You find a very large clock tower kind of in one of these central areas.
He's just gonna start. You know, he's gonna step 1 foot on the side of the building and then just start walking up it.
It takes you like 15 minutes to walk up this clock tower. It's quite tall, but
Oh, it's gonna be perfect.
you do eventually get up there. You have a stack of like 100 posters.
He's gonna take like half and go in one direction and do like a fan and just throw it. And then in the opposite direction, the other half. Just
All right. I want, just for fun, I want Omen, Nimbleton, and Flame to roll me a D100.
ooh.
Each of us roll our own D100.
Yep.
Alrighty. 73 for me, Chief.
Okay.
Let's see if I can figure this out. Where's my thing?
I rolled my own, so I have a DC for you to meet and or beat.
Oh, it was bad. 31.
Okay. Omen. He must be gone. That's okay. That's too.
Sorry, I was lagged out.
I need you to roll me a D100.
What? Yeah, sorry about that. I was my voice packet dropped, jumped over like 2,500. So. All right, dice roller D100. Because I don't have any dice on hand. 60.
Okay. Yeah, that's 3 successes. To what degree you're unsure, but that I will just let you know that that is 3 successes. And with your
Sorry
plan,
about that. Need water.
with your plan laid, and hopefully, well, actually, you have a second plan on what to do if Gentleman crashes out, but you have half of a plan finished. And that'll be where we will end tonight's session.
Oh.
Nixley's the last thing he's gonna do is he's just gonna sit up on the tower with his feet dangling for a little bit. You know, maybe eat I don't know, eat something that he has. I think I
Assassin's
have
Creed
like mixed nuts.
I just imagine you're sitting there like any of the old school movies, like the Deadpool movie, where it's like he's just sitting on the
Yep.
highway, just legs dangling, just
I'm
with
picturing
Barry.
Ezio and his brother. You know, our lives are good, brother. May they never change.
You guys will have to figure out how you're going to subdue him and keep him alive while you subdue him, but that's what next session will be for. Unfortunately, Arcane Braids is going away to do his own special little mission.
I have got a special mission. I have to go do reconnaissance or something, or go kill somebody. I'm not sure yet.
It's just reconnaissance.
Damn it. Oh well.
I didn't show you guys my new cup.
No, you did not.
Oh.
That's alright. That's what pictures are for.
But, I mean, it
I
was
like
a
my
little
new
bit of a
cup.
slower paced episode, but I hope it was good.
Honestly.
I like it.
I'm also glad that Lillian was willing to take a chance to give Omen a way to make up for it for his fuck up.
Yeah, you don't know how long that's going to
I'm go-
take. She's a very interesting lady, if you
Nope.
haven't noticed.
Honestly, my next session is at one time. I'm almost gonna walk up to her and say, Lillian, I want you to just punch me as hard as you can, because it's obvious you have some type of hard feelings against me, and I want you to get it out in one go.
You tantamountly said, yeah, kill her first. Of course she's going to be a little pissed about that.
Can Omen
Hey,
survive a
he's
level 5 shatter? Find out next week.
maybe.
You know what's crazy? If that has a
I know my
potential of
luck won't
messing up
hold out.
your
Obsidian will eventually rear that dreaded one.
that. No, wait, your gourd's magical now,
Anyway,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
what are we
magical.
thinking for names?
Damn it!
We gotta come up with an ending topic here real fast.
Let's see.
Fuck, I had one, but now I don't remember it.
How about we talk about the video game industry?
No,
What new games are we
No.
looking forward to coming out this year?
you know what? That's a great question. Actually, let's go with that because there's got to be at least
No.
2 people that are looking forward to at least one game. Chaos, it was your idea. Take us away.
So far, there are 2 games that my friends and I are looking forward to, and one of which being shit. Where is it now? It was crap. Where do we have it last? Shit. One of which was Killing Floor 3, and that got pushed back, so we're a little bummed about that. But another one that we're looking forward to that is actually getting well, it's not coming out. It's an old game that's getting an update. Is we're having fun with Dark Tide, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that we're looking forward to that's coming out that we can't really keep track of. Well, that I don't keep track of, unfortunately.
What's your title suggestion?
Uh, After Action Report.
Not bad. Flame.
Pokemon AZ.
Dope.
Y'all know I'm the Pokemon nerd of this group. Fucking love my Pokemon. Um, Pants Knife.
Pants knife. Oh,
Pants Knife. Don't worry, I did not use Pants Knife this time. I don't know. I instantly fell in love with her the moment she said, "You use pant." You just had her say "Pants Knife." I'm like,
yeah.
I,
She
I would
wasn't
die for this woman.
She wasn't using the pants knife, so she couldn't understand why he was so upset about
No, I
her
agree. I
trying to
agree
cut
with
his
her.
hair.
He shouldn't have been upset.
It was a great overreach. Mark, what do you got for us?
Oh. I don't know. I've kind of been playing Monster Hunter. I'm waiting for it to, get its updates. But I'd say, Killing Floor, just another one. I didn't even know about it until you said something, but I had seen stuff. And Borderlands maybe sounds interesting.
Oh shit! I forgot that's coming out.
Sounds interesting. Looks awful.
Yeah. As far as title suggestion, could always we could do like propaganda ploy something.
If nope, I can't even say that as a joke until we're off air because I just realized that was that's a very real thing, and never mind. I was thinking about an episode of MASH and realized that it's
I know
very
exactly what you were
sinister thing
thinking.
that's happened in real life that we can't use.
Oh yes, it is, bud. I know exactly what you're talking
It
about.
was a funny plot point in a TV show. If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say it live on air because that is a very real plot thing that people, terrorist plot that people have tried to use, and it was not in the haha funny way that they used it in MASH.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. It was very much a not funny, haha.
It was very, very unfunny, and then somebody wrote, and then the guy who did it wrote a book, and people are still reading it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Then he lost his mind. He lost his marbles in
All over
prison.
the place.
Anyway, Trucker. Actually, MASH would be a great episode title for this.
I mean, yeah, it would. To be honest with you, we have the whole thing. We've got we've got the doctor. We have all the drama. Fuck.
Anyway, Trucker, what do you got?
I was really excited to learn about Jump Ship. Is made by the team that made Minecraft,
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
but it's as of right now they're only committed to PC only.
Ah.
So that kind of sucks.
Hooray.
But since
Get a
it's gonna be on Steam, then naturally it'll be on Xbox also. But they're not committing to it one way or another yet.
Sony
And it's
Bros.
it's basically 4-man co-op, base shenanigans.
Sony Bros continue to cry in their beers.
As for a title suggestion, the morning after.
I'm not even joking when I'm saying that was my original suggestion for this.
Yes.
The morning after was 100% what I was going to say until we started talking about MASH.
Dude, I like the MASH title. I really do.
Call it D&D mash.
But for games that I'm excited about, confirmed games for this year that I'm excited about, GTA 6. Games that I'm super excited about but will never ever come out, and it pains me deeply because of the history I have with the series. Elder Scrolls 6.
Damn.
If it was,
It might come out,
it's not
in
gonna come out.
40 years.
They were too busy making the disaster that is Starfield and making flopper after flopper just to continue to embarrass their fans.
Like I said, give it 40 years and it might finally come out.
You'll be happy to know that Starfield has kind of died.
Should have never come out. They should have only
And
been...
it died an ignominious death because just your standard, new Bethesda shit where they're like, oh, you can do all of this, and then you can't do any of that.
They should have stopped. What Bethesda needs to do is sell half of the rights of Fallout back to Obsidian, and then
Ooh,
That's
I know
not
which
gonna
one I
happen.
forgot.
they need to let them remake Fallout New Vegas with all the content that they were supposed to put into it, and after that they need to only focus on making Elder Scrolls games and stop doing everything else because they suck at it.
I have another answer, but it's not that I'm excited for the actual game. I'm excited for the fallout around the game.
Oh.
if that makes any sense.
You're making me nervous.
I won't get too controversial, but just based on the fact that it's been pushed back
No.
4 times now, AC Shadows is gonna crash and burn hard. And I'm not even that excited about it because I used to love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Can't say that. Can't say that anymore.
I would like somebody out there to make a game worthwhile and make it worthwhile soon before I
Okay.
go completely insane.
Okay, what about the Battlefield?
I'm excited about it.
Trucker.
Trucker's never excited about Battlefield.
I'll be excited if
The playtests
when it,
show positivity.
yeah, because everybody was super excited about Modern Warfare 3 because Activision said we've, kind of gone back to what made the game great. But then Modern Warfare 3 basically turned into Warzone the game,
Yeah.
Yep.
and a lot of people hated it, me included. Because I hate Battle Royale, so the last thing I want to do is play Battle Royale, the campaign.
I hate to be
Fair.
I hate to be that child in the movie theater and start screaming and crying, but I know Chaos has got to be tired. I'm exhausted. I
Yeah.
want to roll credits here. Rolling them. Adios, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
Good night, everybody.